Without you, there's no them. Learn more at sdcwa.org/friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Move part of their savings into physical gold and silver, assets that can't be printed, defaulted on, or voted away. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide and a no-pressure conversation. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports, 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
It's better than a soda, lemonade, iced tea, water, flavored water. I don't know. And it's not something I'm certainly not criticizing anyone. It's just something I don't understand. I don't get it. Whereas I wonder if people say, well, what's the point? Because the decaf is, I like the taste of coffee in the morning. And in this case, I'm trying to do, usually I would do 2 or 3 cups throughout the morning of coffee. And I'm trying to sleep a little more these days. So I'm trying to just do 1 cup of coffee and then maybe 1 or 2 cups of decaf because I like the taste. Maybe it's that simple with people that drink non-alcoholic beer. I imagine it's similar.
The thing that is scary is that we've got all of our coffee stuff up here because we got a Keurig, and the decaf is right next to the regular. And one time I had like 3 cups of coffee. I'm like, I am not feeling anything. I started getting really worried. I'm like, okay, I'm just drinking way too much. And then I realized I've been drinking decaf the entire time.
Hey, you know what, though? There's a good side to that, which is what would I
couldn't tell.
Yeah, and so maybe like you would think if you could that it was a placebo or something, like a placebo effect in that situation. But no, I mean, it does make a difference. I never used to be a coffee guy, but then again, I wasn't a morning guy either. I was my whole life. Did we ever figure out what that Quyen meant? Because our same guy is doing it again. I just want to know what it means. I'm assuming it's good morning, but in the chat, he's let off with it every week. And by the way, he also says other stuff, so it's not like some random bot. I just want to know what it means. I'm assuming it means good morning because I want to say good morning back, and I see Dwayne in there as well. He drinks a Black Pete's French roast, 2 cups every morning. I'm similar. I do espresso roast Starbucks-y bag. I got one of them.
Same Dwayne.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Hey, look at that. Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. Jason, enjoying his vacation with his family. He will be back Monday. What does Jason say when he's on vacation? Yeah, exactly. That's him enjoying the Riviera or the beach. Or I honestly don't know where he's at specifically, but hey,
Once in Indiana. He's getting prepared for the max season.
Yeah, great time of year. Great time of year in Indiana. A lot to get to today. Part of which, Chris, did I air on the rundown? I noticed you didn't flag it, but not that you need to. At 7:28, that's Kelly, correct?
Yes.
I thought so. Okay. And are we're done with our giveaways, correct?
Correct.
No bribes today, suckers. I want to talk about indecision. And
are you sure?
It's like I want to talk about procrastination, but we're going to do it tomorrow. Oh, you just reminded me of something. I'm going to send you something. I'm going to say something to you in code. It has nothing to do with anything anyone cares about. But the shirt you're wearing, not happening.
Kind of figured.
Capacity.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
That's tried.
I can't think of anything around there.
Got close, but, So, yesterday, I had a thing scheduled for most of the afternoon that ended up not happening. So I had free time on my hands, and this thing I'm doing with the quitting habits and I find myself, I have a lot of energy right now. I have a lot of extra energy trying to get my sleep. Yeah, that's right. Right now, American Energy, our good friends there. I say hello. So I had already taken a bag and gone through our pantry and our refrigerator and just cleared out all the stuff that had expired. I went on an expiring run. Like in the commercial, expired, with the ants. I'd done some things around the house, and then I needed to get out of the house and do something. So as I imagine many middle-aged people will do, and I didn't want to go out and say it was a hot day. So I got in my car, drove 20 minutes to Sam's Club. Did I need anything? Not specifically. I needed, the one thing I needed was, or two things. I needed coffee, and that's where I get my coffee at, the big bags of beans. And I needed, I have one of them toothbrushes, the Sonicare. I needed,
glad that was a toothbrush.
I needed replacement heads for that. I used mine long enough. Which, by the way, can I just say, I got a thing of 8 replacement heads. It's the pack they come in. It's like $60, but it's almost as much as the toothbrush. Those toothbrushes and razors. Because I also picked up a thing I'm going to shave this weekend. Thank you.
So that's $300,
dude. Seriously, and by the way, it's nothing. I don't get anything fancy. It was I think it's a Gillette Fusion. It comes in an orange box. Gillette Fusion 3 or something. I don't know. But like a thing of like, I think 10 or 15 razors, that was like $30. I spent pretty much $100 between getting replacement toothbrush heads and razors. Whatever. Anyways,
coffee's not cheap either.
Coffee is not cheap either. The non-alcoholic beer basically tastes like the real thing now. It's habitual, like drinking coffee, especially in social situations for non-alcoholic beer. Okay, makes sense. It makes absolute sense. And it's a lot better than when we were kids, and the only non-alcoholic beer you could get when you were a kid, you wanted to taste beer, was something called near beer. And boy, was that disgusting. Disgusting not only to me as a kid who had no idea he didn't like beer yet, I just thought it was disgusting. But then when I handed it to my dad, took a sip and he was like, "What is this, piss water?" I'll never forget. That's exactly what he said. That's disgusting. So even the beer drinkers.
I've had non-alcoholic Heineken, which was gross.
Oh, but I mean the
non-alcoholic Heineken beer in Croatia. So maybe they weren't trying their best.
Why did you try non-alcoholic beer?
That was the only thing that they allow at Champions League games.
Oh, okay.
And I was not aware of that.
And was this priced near what a regular beer would cost?
Yes.
Chris, why would you spend your
I didn't know it was non-alcoholic.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay, I got you. I thought you were joking. So, where was I? I got distracted by the beer text. Well, I don't know. Anyway, coffee, toothbrushes, razors. Okay, whatever. I'm at Sam's Club. I just go up and down. I went up and down every aisle, man. I went up and down every aisle just looking. And there was a few things I wanted but didn't need and didn't get. And there were a few things that I needed that I hadn't planned. Like I knew I needed more cumin. So I got a big thing of cumin, however you say it. Mark Cumin. I got some chicken. I got a thing of milk. I got, I guess Nutella has a new peanut butter version where it's like a peanut butter chocolate thing combined, and I'm a sucker for that. So I got a 2-pack of that. I got some butter chicken in a jar. It's the sauce that you just saute chicken and then pour the sauce over it, serve it over rice. My point is, I leave Sam's Club, and I think my bill was $200.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
That's what I'm saying, man. I went in with no purpose whatsoever other than the toothbrushes and the razor. I walk out, and I think that's really actually how they. Oh, here we go. I got it right in front of me. This is how dumb this trip to. Oh, I got a jar of peanut M&Ms to refill the M&M machine downstairs that I always eat off of. I got the coffee. I got a thing of protein balls. I didn't even know protein had balls, but there we go. The Nutella, a 10-pound bag of rice, a 25-ounce jar of Taco Bell mild sauce. I had never seen that there before, and I love Taco Bell sauce, so I got that. The butter chicken, cumin, a thing of Bisquick, some whipping cream because I'm going to make ice cream this weekend in my ice cream maker, a giant thing of Jimmy Dean sausage, those chicken bites you put in the air fryer, and some cashews and some gum. More snacks. $220.59, dude. And I think part of that is that's how they get you with their $1.50 hot dog, which I didn't even have.
They have that at Sam's Club too?
Yeah. And I think it's the exact same one too. But actually, the Sam's Club dog better than Costco dog because the dogs taste about exactly the same, but there's more condiments at Sam's Club, including sauerkraut. Much better. Much better. Sam's Club dog experience greater than signed Costco dog. I think I would surprise a lot of people, but it's true. I think that's how they get you.
I like the Costco dog better.
You what?
I think I get the Costco. I think the Costco dog is better.
You've had both?
Huh? No, I just enjoy knowing that the employees of Costco make a better living.
So the taste of the hot dog
shout out to the proletariat.
is affected by the actions of the corporation.
Yeah, a hot dog, if you know that the person is getting paid well, tastes better than someone that's not.
I could eat a hot dog that was made by people in hot dog mines that were paid 25 cents an hour with no benefits and constantly had heavy rocks poured on them. I wouldn't know. It would never affect the way the hot.
I'm saying it changes the experience.
Yeah, that's there was
pretty good chance that they're not going to spit in the hot dog machine.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what they do in the hot dog machine, but it tastes good, so I can't really bitch. It's like when my dad fooled me by putting some of that antelope shot I mentioned the other day. They made a stew and told me it was beef stew, and I ate it. It was really good, and then they told me afterwards it was antelope, and I wanted
It was great.
I wanted to be grossed out, but I couldn't be because I'd already said I liked it, you know.
And by antelope, we mean a person.
Yeah. But also, like, it's like, you know, we talk about that all the time, art and artist and the separation of powers. It's like I can listen to music by somebody that I know is a terrible person. I'm not going to like the song any less, but I may not like them. Maybe I wish I was more like that, but I guess I am kind of glad that I can be oblivious, not have a hot dog affected. By the way, they're all jacked up anyways, man. So, wife's gone last night. Set the screen. Tutoring one of our friends' kids. And it's Mason and I at the house. We watched Last Samurai over in England, but
I was just like, again?
No, but it was time to go to bed, and I decided the really good stopping point was right before they went into the last big battle. Spoiler alert, where like his samurai friend dies, and it's super sad. So like right now, Mason just thinks it's a really good, you know, sort of interesting movie. The end of it is you know, it sucks. So he brought that up, and I couldn't remember what service we used to watch it. I thought it was Netflix, so I went there. Nope. Then I went to...
Where did you watch it?
Where? We were watching it in England.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I go to Paramount, which has a lot of Tom Cruise movies. Nope. Peacock, Hulu. I knew it wasn't on Disney. I think I'm forgetting one. Anyways. I Google because I'm like, well, hold on a second, dude. I know we watched this. Well, it turns out that when you travel internationally, sometimes these streaming services will have movies or not have movies that differ from where we are in the U.S. So I decided to go to what used to be my go-to site, which was justwatch.com. But that site has become less and less and less reliable over the months, where I am having trouble, and I don't know why it's so difficult. Because I realize that I think my favorite channel is not a channel. My favorite thing to watch on TV is scrolling through all the movies and series they have, occasionally saying, oh, I should watch that, and putting it on my list. But then when it comes down to actually committing to watching it, oh, I can't. It's a 2-hour movie. I can't watch that right now. I don't want to start a series. I just scroll. I think scrolling is my favorite thing to do. That's the thing. If there was Nielsen ratings for scrolling, I think scrolling would be the number one thing. Now, if this exists, sorry, feel free to let me know. And it used to be that website. But what I don't understand is why there isn't an up to the second or minute website, or hell, make it a channel. I don't know. Where I can put in, and I know that these movies and series, leave and come and go and all that. But, dude, why is it, especially in the day and age when you have not only network television, but you have multiple streaming services? Why can't I just put a movie or a series in and it says, now streaming on Hulu? Oh, okay, cool. Well, I can go because what I don't want to do is I don't want to not watch the thing because I don't think I have access to it, and it turns out I do. And I don't want to rent the thing. What are you looking at?
Last Samurai.
On what service?
Netflix.
I looked on Netflix. I searched on Netflix. I swear to God, this isn't one of the things where I'm being forgetful. I searched on Netflix. My kid's a witness. That was the first one we did because that's what I thought we did over there.
I used a VPN.
Well,
which I had to get so I could watch the Pep Guardiola documentary.
You know what's garbage, dude, is that you did that whole thing. You could have just led with that. You could have led with, I used a VPN.
I thought this was more fun.
Because I'm here now. I'm opening up my Netflix. It's not in here. What'd you do? What'd you do before you opened Netflix? Went to did you put yourself in England or something? And then, and that really, son of a... So
their Netflix is really good.
So what am I supposed to do? VPN, Netflix, and then Cast?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's a solution. By the way, is that legal?
Yes.
Okay.
I made sure to say check that before I said it.
Good luck, Dave. Have fun eating your blood hot dogs. I get the joke. Okay.
Oh, they love those in England. Extra blood.
But why is it so hard? Also, why do I look so funny on the TV? Like it's just a little head, my head. Here, let me scoop my chair up a little bit. Just my head poking out at the bottom of the TV. Our shirt sponsor over in England, Hey Dude, would be very upset at them being blocked out.
They're not sponsoring the station.
That's true. We need to get them on the station. By the way, when it goes to a 2-shot of you and me, it's like I'm on your talk show and you're sitting above me like the guests or the hosts always do. I'm looking up at you. Well, I guess, I would be looking up at you. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know why it's so difficult to do that. Why can I not search the movie or search the show, and there I am. I'm right there. It just tells me exactly where to go. Why do we have to hunt? Or is that how they want it to be? They want you to hunt instead of watch?
Haven't you noticed how bad Google is lately? Like if you're looking for a certain site or something, it's like takes you forever to find it. It's because they want you on the website longer.
But aren't you going to be on the website longer if you're, watching a movie for 2 hours and 7 minutes?
Well, not if they own it.
Huh?
Not if they want you to see. If they don't own it, why would they want you to go to a website that they don't get anything from?
Yeah, but wouldn't you think they'd be like, I'm not saying why doesn't Netflix put this up? I'm saying why is there not a third party, like some dude named Frank that creates a website that updates all this crap? People do that all the time. Why can't there just somebody who has no business in it whatsoever That's just like, hey, here's where you can find all the
What
crap.
would you rather make? A website where you get someone to your website and they leave immediately, or a website where you have to hunt and look and try to figure it out?
I understand the business model or lack thereof, but these things exist. Like, there are plenty of websites out there that are just link trees to other things. And then they put like an ad on the front page or something. I don't know. They exist.
So you need a link tree. For movies.
I need a website. Very simple. Black background, search bar in middle, put the title of your website, graphic about, I don't care. And then I put in The Last Samurai. Search. And it says, now streaming on Netflix, and if applicable, until September 31st, if they have that information. Okay, what about, how about West Wing? Now streaming, I mean, it's on Netflix too, but now streaming on Hulu. Okay. And by the way, not for nothing, but I would think also one thing that's in a little bit of the interest of these websites, of the streaming services, let's say Hulu. Maybe I don't have Hulu, and I find out that the West Wing is streaming on Hulu. Okay, well, maybe I buy Hulu. Now I'm a subscriber. You just sold me on Hulu.
I mean, I just bash Google, but they've got that on there where you put like Last Samurai streaming, and then it'll give you the streaming sites. And if it doesn't have one, it just gives you where to buy it.
Somebody, a buddy of mine just sent me Just Watch. Yeah, Just Watch is what I used, but it's not that.
Just lying about watching stuff.
It's not as accurate as it used to be anymore. From the 510, like the old preview guide channel on cable, I just watched that scroll for a half hour. Dude, you're so correct.
The worst was when you're looking at channel, you're trying to see what's on 13, and you get on it starts at like 16, so you have to wait for it to go all the way down.
I know. And by the way, it wouldn't just be, hey, scroll to 100 and then go back. No, you'd have to go through all the movie channels. Then you have to go through all the pay-per-view channels. Then you have to go through all the porn channels, which is kind of fun. And then you'd have to go through, later on, you have to go through all the music channels. And then finally, an hour later, it scrolls back up. And that's right when your mom was like, David, come here and do the chore.
What was on Channel 10 again? I think that was what I wanted to watch.
And then by the time it gets there, it's already it's like 5 minutes left. The problem is that the music was so comforting, dude. Do I have my computer up here? I have that ready to go. Is that not working here? Oh, because I probably have to. It's that was always the key was the. Yeah. I'll tell you, dude. The 80s / early 90s. Because when you hear this music, you can apply this to 3 very specific things. Number 1, the scrolling TV guide.
Channel scroll and chill.
Number 2, here, I'll help you all out for those of you who remember. That's it for your national report. Now, let's take a look at what the weather looks like in your area.
The worst graphics ever.
Ever.
The sun with sunglasses on.
And then, look, I hate to say it, but this also is very, how would I say this? Adult film montage-esque. Like when... Okay, not that. Let's. No. That is way too much. I'm on the Weather Channel. It's a live streaming music channel for the Weather Channel. Hey. Storms in the evening, then partly cloudy after midnight. Humid with lows at the lower 70s. Southwest winds around 5 miles an hour in the evening. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 73 is your low, 96 your high. Today, isolated thunderstorms will get up to 97 here in Andalusia, Alabama. Hey, we'll take a break. Big show for you. Kelly Brothers. He'll join us at 7:28. He's good at something.
Good at business.
That's right. There was an NBA owner that said the Knicks winning the title was embarrassing for them. We'll talk about this. Christian McCaffrey, tightness, hold in, hold out, whatever. We had the junior high school kid list of questions. We'll get to part 2. We got a lot, including a couple of new names on the list of players the Kings are expected to be working out, according to Jake Fisher. It's a Thursday. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross. Currently 62 degrees, partly cloudy. High today in the mid-90s. You're listening to the #1 sports show in the entire city. Any time slot, any station. It's right here on Sactown Sports.
This is Sactown, baby!
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports to keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It is Thursday. Stepping outside, you'll see a bit more cloud cover and you'll feel a touch of that Delta breeze throughout the morning. We'll call today partly cloudy for the afternoon and with more filtered sunshine. Expect those highs to peak in the lower to mid-90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal!
Here's to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great vibes, and live baseball all in one place. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Emran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text us 916-339-1140.
At Sactown Sports. Welcome back. Hey. Why do I know this song? What is this used for?
Oh, you watched Ted Lasso recently.
There, maybe that's what it was. We're catching up. I'm only now I had already seen season 1. I hadn't seen season 2. Now we're in season 2. After they just got relegated, which weirdly enough, the first year I went to working in England football club, we got relegated. So it was kind of knew how. I had not watched the first season of Ted Lasso since before I started doing the England stuff. So going back and watching the first season with my wife and son, now that I'm 3 years into the England experience and have been there 50,000 times, it hits a lot differently, man. Because a lot of that stuff's fun and comedy and all that, but some of that's true, man. Like there is definitely a raised eyebrow, especially at first towards Americans. What in the hell are you doing here? Go away. And at first I didn't understand.
I was going to say, really? They've all been really nice, but I'm not coming in from any.
Exactly. You're going in as a supporter, and they're like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Like the lore of our club has spread to California. Welcome in.
We get the same phrase. You get the, what are you doing here? And I get the, what are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. And then, but when you go in from a different angle, it's like, yeah, we've seen this before. Yeah, you're going to come over here with your cheerleaders and your fireworks and your buy one, get one free hometown buffets. We don't want it. Well, and then you get relegated. And that's no fun. But right now, look, knock on wood, happy to report. The shirt I'm wearing right now is the third kit from last year. And as of right now, Huddersfield Town, top of the table, League One, all by themselves. Not a tie. Not locked in. Nope. Top of the table.
Good job.
Which is exactly how we started last year. So let's hope we do something differently. Because, man, I tell you right now, man, we get promoted. I'm taking all of you out there. We're all going to have some fun. Can you imagine? Obviously, I can't do that. Can you imagine the watch party? What if I threw a watch party for literally, could we get double digits? Could we get 10 people? Chris McCaffrey. We should have done this yesterday, but it's just a dumb story. Mike Florio kind of floated this with his band of ne'er-do-wells. Just kind of pointing out the coincidence, if you will, on other, Jahmyr Gibbs's and Bijan Robinson's signing their big contracts. And then, look out, Chris McCaffrey holding out of practice. What does that mean? And they addressed that a bit yesterday. They're just, look, I think the truth is, I wouldn't even see the truth is in the middle. I just don't know if the Niners are telling the whole truth either. Is it a hold-in? I don't think so. Remember, McCaffrey's got long-standing ties, not just with, he grew up with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, but also the Niners themselves from his dad playing there, Ed McCaffrey. Number two, Niners are pretty good about taking care of their veterans, the big cogs, if you will. And then number three, it's much like we go through this every year, and every year people fall for it. And I'm not saying McCaffrey doesn't have a knock here or a knock there, but we go through this every year with seasoned all-pro level vets. There's some sort of, they're not practicing, they're banged up with a mosquito bite on their knee contusion or whatever, or hey, they're holding in. And then, you know what? They're ready and they're good to go for week one. What does that mean? It means they're just too damn old and experienced. They don't want to be doing 2-a-days and 100-degree weather and puking on the sideline with all the rookies. I get it. I totally understand. Also, there was some stuff on Aaron Rodgers as well. Here's Adam Schefter on that.
An accumulation all during the offseason of just listening to people talk and observing. And if we go back to the NFC Championship game, and it sounds almost like he's saying goodbye to Green Bay. And so your antenna's up, and I'm just telling you throughout the course of the offseason, there was rarely a week that went by where I didn't hear something about Aaron Rodgers. And on draft day, there's a report that morning from Paul Allen out in Minneapolis that the 49ers made a draft offer, which they didn't make an offer. They never made an offer. And other people are saying that the 49ers called. And I said, how long till it gets out that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green? Is it next week? Is it next when he doesn't show to the OTAs? Is it next month when he isn't? It's going to come out. What does it matter if it comes out now or next week or next month? And so
you chose to break the news on draft day.
That is absolutely accurate. Correct.
But it wasn't something that you got information about.
No. And there was nothing that morning that came in. All of a sudden said to me, yeah, he wants out. You should report this. Like, it was going on all off season. There was more and more talk. And now there's starting to be Aaron Rodgers talking. I said, you know what? This isn't going to wait much longer. Let's just go. And it just happened to be draft day.
Interesting on the method in which that was reported by Adam Schefter and others, now that we hear it after the fact. Here's Kyle Shanahan on McCaffrey not practicing.
I mean, people make a lot of assumptions, and that would be one that they're wrong on.
Is there a timeline for him to come back? When do you think he might be able to practice again?
I think if it wasn't Christian and we were in a game week, I think he would play today.
Is it related to the calf or Achilles?
No, just some tightness. He'll get sensitive, I say, where. So.
I mean, he's saying it without saying it, guys. I know we all have our jobs to do, but come on. All you need to hear is, if there was a game today, he'd be playing. Well, where's the tight? It's just tightness. Okay. Well, I have tightness in my calf right now, so I'm day-to-day. Like, it's we don't need to roll McCaffrey out in practice especially when we're practicing with guys trying desperately to make the team that know lighting up a all-pro running back and look great on their resume, whether they're on the Niners or they're on an opposing team when they practice. We're not going to gift wrap and put our franchise running back / wide receiver out there and risk something happening. So he has tightness. But how much you want to bet magically Christian McCaffrey will be ready to go for a full workload game 1 against the Rams in Australia. Clint Kubiak, head coach of the Raiders, new head coach of the Raiders, talked about Fernando Mendoza and the first team.
I wanted to see him, going against the Texans once. That was our plan all along. Thought he did some good things. Look forward to watching the tape. But just he and his teammates, all these young guys that we're playing, we got to get them up to speed real quick.
Well, there's a difference between a vet and a rookie, of course. Fernando Mendoza, when it comes to those 2-a-days and it comes to practice, he's got a different outlook.
Be able to go against the Texans defense, which is also a top defense in the league, go against them, be able to get some reps with the ones and against the superstars on their defense. And then obviously their twos are fantastic as well. We got so much work, whether it was move the ball, first down, third down, red zone, 2-minute. There were so many situations, and I believe overall it was a positive day. There were plays that I loved and plays that I wish I had back, but in reality, that's a lie. I wish I didn't have them back because it's a growing experience, and it's practice. It's practice, and this is what I love, and it's just a beautiful day to play football here, and I'm so happy if so many things to learn from today.
Like, first off, you know what I took out of that quote? Obviously, and he admitted it himself, Fernando Mendoza's a liar. He's a liar. He said it himself. I wish I had that play back. Actually, I'm lying. I'm glad I didn't have that play back. That's part of the learning experience. Somebody's going to put something out, I swear to God, on Twitter that's going to be like, Fernando Mendoza, self-admitted liar, and liar in quotes.
On Jason's old afternoon show, we used to have this bit with, now I can't think of his name, Colts quarterback, not Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, he would always, in his press dealings with when you say like, oh, it's fun. Oh, it's fun and exciting. It's exciting. It's very fun. Everything is fun and exciting.
That was his crutch.
I think we could find something like that with Mendoza.
I'm really curious to see how, we got a break here, how the Mendoza thing's going to go this year, because in this day and age, we as a society are so damn cynical that I think there's really only two ways you can go with this. You can embrace the fact that this guy is just hokey as hell in all the right ways. He's an aw shucks type of dude, and that's it. But you know there's going to be that counterculture that's like, dude, this guy is fake as hell. Nobody,
I haven't gotten that yet.
No, it's coming.
But like, no, me personally, I haven't felt that. Like with Russell Wilson, it was always like, geez, dude, like this isn't how you really think.
There is going to be this, who the hell is this guy? There's no chance.
It's going to be after a bad loss.
100%. Like, hey, yeah, we don't need, that's
why pencils have erasers.
How long? How long into the season is it going to take for the first? Fernando Mendoza's a nice guy, but that's not who the Raiders need behind center right now. Under center. That's coming. He doesn't have an edge. He needs that killer instinct. Tom Brady wasn't a nice guy on the field. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you what owner, not ours, what owner said the Knicks title was embarrassing, and in the process, I think, embarrassed himself. We'll do that next.
The 49ers are headed to L.A. for a preseason matchup against the Chargers. With starters expected to hit the field for both teams, will this be the first real taste of football for Kyle Shanahan's squad? Hear all the action Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on your home for 49ers football. Sactown Sports 1140. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
The groundbreaking Advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, Matt George, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
I never really got, by the way, to the end of the surfing around all the channels story. We ended up watching episode 1 of Tires. That's what we ended up on, that show with Shane Gillis and friends. Have you watched it?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good or not. But yeah. From the 916 Dave, you literally just Google the movie name and it has the where to watch. You know, it's the same. Look, I appreciate it, but I'm getting the same stuff like the people that texted me the Just Watch thing, where when I said I use Just Watch like 4 times, they're just far less accurate now. I tried that for Last Samurai. It said I could stream. I had to buy it, and then it turns out I could stream it somewhere. I've done that all the time. Like they're just not they're not accurate. Or as accurate as they should be. So I know, like, I need something better. Joe Tsai is the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, and it's tough because, you know, imagine how we all felt Northern California knowing that the Warriors were winning championships in a dynasty, but they're 2 hours away. In the case of the Brooklyn Nets versus the New York Knicks, well, they're actually probably still 2 hours away by car with traffic, but they're just miles from each other. They're both, though it's Brooklyn and New York, they're both New York teams, New York City teams. Joe Tsai said in a recent interview the Knicks' title run is, quote, embarrassing to his franchise, and insisted that the crosstown rivals' recent success will not alter Brooklyn's rebuild trajectory. Quote, every year some team is going to win a championship. Happens that this year that team is in the same city we are. It doesn't make us feel very good. It irritates our fan base, and it's embarrassing. Now, you know what? Just stop right there. Nothing wrong with that quote. Hey, Knicks won. We're not great. It's irritating to our fan base, and it's embarrassing to us, and we're going to try to do better. And we will do better. Perfectly fine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. But in business or in competition, in sports or in anything, you shouldn't let the embarrassment factor affect how you perform. We had a plan. We're rebuilding. And I think right now we're on a positive trajectory. So it doesn't change my thinking at all. Again, no problem. You know what? You're not going to rush anything. You're not going to let the Knicks' success take you off your path. You're not taking shortcuts. You're going to do things the right way. Stop. Just stop right there. No problem. Peter Stern, the chief financial officer for Brooklyn Sports and Entertainment, told CFO Magazine, let me tell you something, dude. If you don't subscribe to CFO Magazine, start today. I'm not going to say much because it's a family show, but man, the centerfolds, holy crap. You think it's just one Excel spreadsheet? You unfurl that thing? Woo, baby. Profit and loss. Oh, give me that P&L. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. CapEx charts. He told CFO Magazine, which I found out 30 seconds ago, there was a CFO Magazine, that the Nets are, quote, happy for the Knicks, and that they hope to draft off their rivals' tailwinds by attracting dormant fans. Quote, we think about mostly just tailwinds. We want more people loving basketball, and the Knicks championship, or should I say even their deep playoff runs, really activated many dormant fans. Fans got to engage with it and appreciate this special thing called the NBA in a different way. This year, there were plenty of folks around New York who maybe weren't basketball fans, who ended up at a watch party or engaged in some way, shape, or form with the playoffs. That's a great thing for us as the Nets and Liberty continue to grow in Brooklyn. Now, generally how it works is the team owner comes out, just take you behind the scenes here. Team owner comes out, team owner says stupid stuff. Everybody around him is mainlining Gaviscon and Pepto-Bismol straight to their veins, because they know that not only can they not, when the owner steps off the stage, they can't go, what were you thinking? But now, even worse, knowing that the owner just said something stupid or a bunch of stupid things, they now have to come up with strategies when they are inevitably asked about it. I'm talking about coaches, GMs, players, any front-facing person. You have your PR people behind the scenes that are having strategy meetings for when the team owner goes out and says, you know what, I mean, honestly, losing is like winning with what we're doing right now. And, hey, we might lose 82 games next year, but that's not going to – yeah, say something stupid. They literally will have strategy sessions where it's like, okay, how do we spin this? And they can't come out publicly and be like, yeah, Fred said that, and he is the team owner. It's his right. But honestly, even he knows he screwed up. You'll never get an owner to admit that. So not only do you have to know that your days just got a lot longer, but now you have to go out and try to find a way to publicly spin what the owner said as something that was smart and profound. And when you inevitably fail to do that and fans very predictably laugh and make fun of you, then the owner gets mad that you're not doing your job correctly. That is a real thing. In Joe Tsai's case, I actually thought his quotes were fine. It's the nerd that went out there, the CFO, and opened his mouth. And by the way, why is the CFO talking on the record about anything basketball related?
Matt George.
What?
You said nerd.
That's a new one.
Matt George.
That's a new one for me. Okay. I'll allow that. We think about tailwinds, which also, can I tell you, over the last, 5 years, for some reason, tailwinds and headwinds have just become it's like there's a CEO magazine or a corporate magazine that went out with a list of new and improved verbiage to be used. And somebody came up with headwinds. Hey, headwinds, great thing to say when you're firing somebody or you just fired people. Companies deal with a lot of headwinds right now. And, of course, the opposite is tailwinds, when you got the wind behind your back. Let me tell you something, Peter Stern, Chief Financial Officer. Any New Yorkers or otherwise that were dormant when it came to the NBA, of which I'm sure there were. There's bandwagoners everywhere, people that just get interested when things are good. That's fine. They're casual fans, and there's nothing wrong with that. What I can tell you they didn't do is they did not wake up, watch the Knicks finals run, watch the trophy and everything surrounding it, and Jalen Brunson and all the others, and go, wow, you know what? The Nets are actually a little closer to my house. I'm going to buy season tickets there. No, dude, they're going to watch the team. If they're dormant, they're going to latch on to the team that's good. If you have two choices for a cheeseburger and one just won this award and the other one is made with horse balls, I don't mean like that. I mean like balls of horse. Like little, meatballs of horse. Good save. then you're going to choose the regular cheeseburger. The logic is so stupid and so corporate and speaks of somebody that has spent his life doing spreadsheets. He's the guy that wears the Brooklyn Nets jersey while sitting in the first or second row on the outside, and underneath he has his collared dress shirt made by Yves Saint Laurent. Just
Where
stupid.
Brooklyn at?
I mean, if these guys are trying to drive season ticket prices, that ain't the way to do it. Maybe they should talk to my friends at Hoblet Dodge. Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Make this the summer sales event happening right now. Let's get to some of the deals for 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs, $19 grand off MSRP. Not only can you take home one of America's favorite trucks while saving thousands, you also get the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and new Rams starting as low as $35,995. It's the biggest savings of the year. And you haven't seen a warranty like that on a truck in a long, long time. 10 years, 100,000-mile warranty. That's why Ram's one of America's favorite trucks, plus with over 600 Rams available. Think about what 600 Rams all in one place looks like, and that's Hoblet. Your new Ram is 100% waiting at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. When we come back, 3 for Madness, got a little bit NFL, a little bit of Kings in the NBA, and back to the NFL. Before we get to Kelly Brothers at 7:30, we'll do that next.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Seems as though casual players are always trying to balance the desire to hit the golf ball farther with shooting lower scores. Whether you hit a 270-yard drive or miss a 12-inch putt, they both count a stroke on your scorecard. Some of us will never hit the ball 270 yards, and trying normally leaves us well short and well right of the target. Seems as though improving our putting might be an easier way to shoot better scores. Putting is about confidence. It's about feeling the greens, seeing the line, visualizing the ball going in the hole, and making a confident stroke. Harvey Penick says, never, repeat, never allow yourself to think about what's riding on the putt, whether it's a major championship or just a 50-cent wager. Hit the putt as you've hit 10,000 putts in the past. Concentrate on imitating your final practice stroke, not on what will happen if you either miss it or make it. A positive mind will cure a lot of ills. Think about it. Really, think about it. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Liberty Mutual
customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports, 1140, your local sports leader. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Kelly Brothers, rumor is, I heard this somewhere, he's
good at business.
Very good at business. He's going to join us just under a half an hour. A lot of other stuff for you, too. Jason will be back on Monday, finishing up a nice summer vacation with his family before all the...
Maybe!
Damn it. Before all the craziness starts. In the meantime, 3 for Madness. Some people say it's their favorite segment of the day. Question 1.
Both the Niners and Raiders are playing tonight. What are you looking for in Game 2 of the preseason?
As always, broken record time here, but as always, first and foremost, let's stay away from the injuries, can we please? It'll be very interesting to see when you get to the Niners and Chargers. You've got Kyle Shanahan and friends, and now Jim Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel. You've got some of the best offensive minds going. I just don't know how much. As you roll through, sometimes there are some teams that will allow their guys, quarterbacks, skill position, that stuff, play a couple of extra series here and there. Some get more and more shut down. The first and foremost thing is I don't want to see injuries. I really, really don't. Do not want to see injuries all said and done, period. That's the number one thing. And if that means you err on the side of holding guys, get them their reps in practice. I know it's not the same thing as game day stuff where you've got the guy on the other end of the line trying to kill you, but they've been there before. Get them in shape. Get them ready to go in a controlled environment, and let's not see a guy you're going to be relying on all year get hurt in some stupid, meaningless preseason game. With the Niners, a lot of it comes down to the younger offensive guys, specifically Deshaun Stribling, and seeing how that wide receiver room is going to shake out. I really Stribling made a lot of heads turn with his first preseason performance, not to mention what he's been doing in camp. A lot of his fellow Niners have been saying some very, very, very complimentary stuff on him, and that his size combined with his speed and really his eye for fishing out the ball on routes is going to make him quite the effective receiver. I'm excited, and I know when Stribling was drafted, most people said it was quite the reach, but the idea is if that's your guy and you're not sure you can get him in the next round, then that's your guy. Sincerely, every single Pro Bowler and Hall of Famer that was picked later in rounds. Okay, that happens all the time in football. But the Niners have some wide receiver issues, and please remember, I consider Christian McCaffrey a receiver, a slot receiver, basically on this team in addition to his running back duties. The worries are about George Kittle and his health coming off of his injury. Obviously, Mike Evans is 32 years old, and he's a little bit banged up. Deebo Samuel's back. That's going to help, but I don't think we can expect 25-year-old Deebo Samuel. That being said, it does now. I'm very, very much looking forward to, rather than having 25-year-old Deebo Samuel playing off of Brandon Ayuk, which worked very, very well at times. I'm really excited to see, and I don't think this is talked about enough. I'm really excited to see how Kyle Shanahan works Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey together. Because now you have two Swiss Army knives in the backcourt, in the backfield. Now you have two of the best Swiss Army knives in the game. And you can set either in motion, and you can put either wherever. And you can have Deebo take the ball in the backfield and run it back. And you can put Christian McCaffrey in the slot and switch them on. I think for Kyle Shanahan, having Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, even though they might be at the end of their primes, if you will, I think that's incredibly exciting for him. And whatever else he can get. If he can get a home run hitter out of Stribling, if he can get a possession guy out of Evans, now all of a sudden things are looking really good. But you need health. Now, for the Raiders, I know there's a lot of different storylines. I know there's a lot of it's not just Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza. But honestly, Clint Kubiak, I trust, knows what he's doing along with his staff, especially offensively. I'm not entirely sure you don't just throw Fernando Mendoza out there for a couple of quarters, dude. Like, give him a shot. You know what Kirk Cousins is, and maybe the right decision is for Kirk Cousins, at least at first, to be the starting quarterback. And if Fernando Mendoza is carrying a clipboard all year long while Kirk Cousins is showing him the way, then so be it. If Fernando Mendoza is not ready, or if you're worried that the team isn't ready for Fernando Mendoza, which is something we don't talk about enough, maybe Mendoza can go out there and do a decent job. But if you don't have the guys on your team that can protect him at the line, if you're not confident that you've got guys that can run it out of the backfield and keep that box from just being loaded up, if you don't have guys that he can safety valve and pass the ball away when he's scrambling for his life and he needs somebody in the flat, then I understand that. But here's the issue with all of that. Spencer Burford was Tyler Lindenbaum was a hell of a pickup. Spencer's good too, but Tyler Lindenbaum is the exact type of player you want, a center who is phenomenal. That's the type of dude you want to protect a young gun like Fernando Mendoza. And then I talked about having safety valves in the flat that he can rely on when he's scrambling for his life. I don't know that there's a better two safety valves in the entire NFL on any team than Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. I honestly don't. That's two phenomenal safety valves. Now, does he have the end-all, be-all wide receiver room? Probably not. Benson, Naylor, Tucker. Not terrible, just not like the tight ends. And quarterbacks and offensive lines tend to make wide receivers better. So if one of those guys played all year on the high end and broke 1,000 yards receiving, it wouldn't surprise me. Not just their talent, but again, also good quarterbacks, a good running game, and good offensive line protection makes everybody better, including wide receivers. Oh, and then speaking of running game, you have Ashton Jeanty coming out of the backfield, and hopefully this year, with the addition of guys like Burford, Genty's not going to be getting hit 0.0003 seconds after he touches the ball. You got to remember, Ashton Jeanty last year was so underrated and so damned impressive to me. I was so impressed with him. He doesn't even turn 23 till December. And his protection, his blocking was horrific. It was non-existent, dude. And the guy still managed 975 yards on the ground. He caught the ball 55 times for 346 yards. And he had 10 combined touchdowns rushing and receiving. I know, Raider fan, I know you're nodding your head. I'm not talking to you. General football public, do you have any idea how impressive that was? And he didn't get near the run as your other blue chip running backs, much less other rookies. I'm talking about running the media and hype and PR and all that because it's the Raiders. Do you have any idea how ridiculous 1,300 yards around from scrimmage and 10 touchdowns was for a guy who had absolutely no protection in Genty? Plus, he was a rookie. Played in all 17 games, despite the fact that he was peeling grass or artificial turf out of his helmet half the time. Do you know how excited I would be as a Raider fan, knowing that he's going to have better protection this year, at least on paper? Knowing that he's going to have the guys that were playing behind him, no offense, but neither of them were NFL quarterbacks. AOC and Minshew are not NFL quarterbacks. Well, they're backups. You have no help at quarterback, which means you have no help at receiver. You've got 2 studs, or at least 1.5, I think 2 stud tight ends. And you had a crap offensive line. I am so excited. People are really excited to see Fernando Mendoza, and I get that. They should be. Number 1 pick in the draft. National champion. Aw, shucks. They should be excited. It's the most important position in sports. But the sneaky one on the Raiders is Ashton Genty year 2. And I'm telling you right now, if just a few things go right, and I don't think this is I'm a Niner fan. This is not biased Raider fan Dave here, as our listeners will attest to. I'm being dead serious. I don't think these are in any way, shape, or form things that are not reasonable predictions. If that offensive line is better than it is last year. Okay, so that's number 1, which on paper it is. 2, if they have better quarterback play than they did last year. I can promise you that's going to happen. Between Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza alone, they're going to be far better at quarterback than they were last year. A healthy Mayer, a healthy Bowers. If you just get the average production you expect out of these guys, Ashton Genty is going to have a field day. And by the way, we'll talk to Dave Richard about this. That is, if our agents can figure everything out, we bring him back. I would be shocked, and maybe this will embarrass me and he'll feel the exact opposite way, but I would be shocked if he didn't have Ashton Genty undervalued in average draft position. If you're talking fantasy football, I can tell you right now, my fantasy football team, there's no chance Ashton Genty's getting out of the second round. And honestly, if I have a low first-round pick, I have a 12-man league, I'm probably not letting him get out of the first round. I'm incredibly high on Ashton Genty this year. And if I'm a Raider fan, I'm really, really excited. Dwayne said it right, too. I forgot about this. You're absolutely right, Dwayne. Clint Kubiak loves the outside run to stretch the defense. That's Ashton Genty. And if he can just get a couple of those horses to come out with him and lay down a couple of blocks and not leave him 1-on-4. How many times last year, not to belabor the point, but God, how many times last year did you see Ashton Genty get the ball and get free and get what you would think would be a little bit of room in front of him? But as soon as he got his 2 feet on the ground and put 2 hands on the ball, he already had somebody touching him. How many times did you see Genty break a tackle with some amazing move, and there's 3 guys there waiting for him off the spin just to crush him? It was tough. It was tough to watch. And the worry is that it would get in his head. And the worry is that it would get in his head and it would mess with his confidence. But honestly, man, I think he just got better as the season wore down. He went for 100. I'm looking right now. He went for 128 yards and a touchdown to go with a receiving touchdown against the Houston Texans, the best defense in the NFL. Went for 60 yards against the Giants, and then end of the year, Kansas City, 87 yards. Just putting together game after game after game. I think he's going to be phenomenal this year. So what am I looking for? I'm actually a little more excited with the Raiders are just in a different spot right now, but I'm probably going to watch more Raiders action tonight than 49ers just because I think it's going to be more interesting when it comes to effectiveness and influence on game 1. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
what other available veterans would you like to see the Kings work out?
According to Jake Fisher, and we'll talk about this after Kelly Brothers, the Kings are set to work out, amongst others, Cam Payne and former rumored Sacramento Kings lottery pick, Elfrid Payton. Still with one of my favorite hairstyles ever when he came into the league. I still don't know. I still don't know how he made that work, but he did, and God bless him. So now we're hearing Victor Oladipo, Cam Payne, Elfrid Payton. This isn't like the great. This isn't a great sports radio take, okay? Because what is the point of sports radio? You want to create passion. You want to fire people up. You want them arguing with you or arguing with each other. I mean, that in every list of things you're trying to do as a sports talk radio host, this is not one of them. Because we're talking a lot about Oladipo, Cam Payne, now Elfrid Payton. There will be other names. I'm just going to tell you the truth, guys. This couldn't matter less if it wasn't August. Who cares? It really doesn't matter, dude. We're talking about the last roster spot on the team. A guy that's going to be a backup to a backup. And I imagine in the case of Scott Perry, the decision's going to be here. It's going to be this. Number one, attitude. So who is willing to come here and if they don't play for 10 straight games isn't going to bitch about it, isn't going to be moping around in the locker room, isn't going to be taking Doug Christie and the coaching staff aside, begging for a minute. Like, who's going to be okay with not playing? Number one. Number two. So attitude. Number two. But who is not only going to be mentally fine when they don't play, but will still practice as if they are. The Kenny Thomas rule. Say what you want about KT. He was always ready to come off the bench. Because if there's an injury, long road trip, guys in a huge slump, whatever, that's when they're going to call on them. Other than probably, blowouts one way or the other late in the fourth. Foul trouble, that type of thing. So attitude, professionalism / readiness. And then after that, I think comes in, locker room presence as a veteran, somebody who can be another ear for Darius Acuff and friends, and obviously basketball ability. Cam Payne, Elfrid Payton. We're acting like this is, and I get it. It's August and we care, but I'm telling you the truth of the matter is it does not matter. It doesn't matter. Whoever they bring in, let's put it this way. If whomever they sign out of those three names or beyond ends up being influential this season, the season's going to have gone to a really bad place. And it won't matter anyway. So either way, it doesn't matter. Either it doesn't matter because they're barely going to play, and it's going to be the equivalent of we're huffing and puffing over Kyle Guy, no offense, or they're going to come in and, oh, God, they're getting a bunch of playing time. Now, yes, I guess there's a situation where they just show out and practice and rejuvenate their career here and really push this. I'm all for that. Sure, that can happen. But the overwhelming chance is that they're just going to come in, take up a roster spot, and fill in at the end of games. That being said, of the three names mentioned, I think there's absolutely no question Cam Payne would be the one I would sign. If they're all the same price, and you're talking about Elfrid Payton and Victor Oladipo, and again, Victor Oladipo is the one that gets my heartstrings the most. I have little to no interest in Elfrid Payton, even though I think he's the youngest of the three. Maybe I could be wrong. Cam Payne would be the one I think that still has the most to offer, and that ain't a ton, but he'll give you a little bit of three-point shooting and a little bit of defense. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
What player or players are you watching the most headed into the NFL season?
I'm really interested to see, you ever notice, like, sometimes there's an actor and actress that everybody says is, like, the most amazing actor or actress ever. It's just a matter of time before they break out and they win the Oscar and they're in the billion-dollar movie or whatever it is, and they just never do. And then it just ends up being almost a thing in and of itself. Maybe the same thing for the band, whatever that band may be. And I feel like Justin Herbert's the guy where, is he a Hall of Fame quarterback that is one of the most underrated players in the league because he's just been surrounded by a bunch of crap through the years and is just waiting to break out, and he belongs up there with the Josh Allens and everybody else that's a super stud in the NFL? Or is he just the guy that's going to throw up some cool numbers and have a lifetime record just above 500? And I feel like this year, as much as any, is a year we're going to find out who the hell Justin Herbert really is. Because by all accounts, anytime you talk to anyone on the field, analyst, former player, whatever, they drool over Justin Herbert. Drool over him. Like, amazing guy, amazing player, amazing arm. Well, now you got a nice young second-year player in Omarion Hampton in your backfield. Lad McConkey is a super stud. There's no doubt about it. Again, going into his second year. He's a badass. Oronde Gadsden, remember that name? Second year. You got David Njoku behind him. So he's got some weapons. But most importantly, he has not only Jim Harbaugh, former quarterback, offensive guy, still in the hasn't spoiled on the shelf phase of his coaching. And now you just added in super offensive nerd Mike McDaniel, who he's probably a modern day Norv Turner for you old heads, where he's just an insanely good coordinator, not really a coach. Too early in his career to tell. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like he's tracking that way. And let me put it this way. If you have Mike McDaniel on your offense, you're doing something great. Maybe not if he's also the head coach of your entire team, but if McDaniel's in your offense, you're fine. So we're going to get to see, I think, a little bit more of what Justin Herbert's all about. And speaking of quarterbacks, not just quarterback, but team, I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes, who does not have to play another down, and he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. But he's coming off a major injury. He's 30, which for a quarterback is 26. Like, I'm not worried about that. And by the way, since what was effectively his rookie year, I mean, he played one game in 2017. But since what was effectively his rookie year, counting last year, he's missed 8 games in his career. Which is he's going into his 9th year. But there has been some slippage. He has gone from 50 yards passing, 41.83, 39.28 to 35.87 last year. Now, obviously, there was an injury issue there, but he also dropped 5% in completion percentage. He also had the same amount of interceptions he had the year before in 16 games. 4 less touchdowns, and his touchdowns have gone from 41 to 27 to 26 to 22. Now, how much of that is Patrick Mahomes, and how much of that is he just keeps getting guys on his offense either injured or arrested? How much of I am not on the Patrick Mahomes is fading bandwagon, far from it. I mean, honestly, there's a very good chance Patrick Mahomes will play top-level football for the next 6 to 10 years. I don't think we're anywhere close, unless there's injury issues I don't know about that are cumulative and are causing him to fade speed-wise. We still have another decade of Patrick Mahomes. We're nowhere near that. So I'm looking at him, and I'm also looking at, and by the way, those are both AFC Wests. I'm leaving the Niners and Raiders out. We're going to go over this a lot with Jason when he comes back and as we get closer to football. But I'm also looking at the New York Giants, and I've been very vocal about that. I'm very curious as to how that young core will translate. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kelly Brothers, he's good at business. He's next.
Sactownsports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. Sactownsports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, Matt George, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
So, I need hamburgers, sodas, ice, and a DJ.
A DJ?
Relax, Pa. With T-Mobile, we're saving when we bundle home internet and phone lines.
Oh, wow. Here to bundle and save big. Stay connected con tu gente with 4 lines from T-Mobile with fast, easy-to-set-up 5G home internet and save up to $1,000 a year. Switch now on T-Mobile.com/conectate. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust. Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years. And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Hi, I'm Congressman Kevin Kiley. The most important part of my job is helping the people I represent. That's why I was so honored to receive the National Award for Best Constituent Service. Here's just one of the thousands of people our office has helped.
Hi, my name's Eric. When I turned 65 and went to apply for Social Security and Medicare benefits, I found that my identity had been stolen, and as a result, I was being denied the Medicare benefits I so badly needed. Only Congressman Kiley's office was able to step in and clear up the mess and get me the benefits to which I was entitled. Thank you, Congressman Kiley.
As the only independent in the House of Representatives, I always put constituent service first and never ask if someone's a Democrat, Republican, or something else. If you can't get an answer from a federal agency, or if you feel you've been treated unfairly, we are here to help. This is Congressman Kevin Kiley. Visit kiley.house.gov and I'll do everything I can to help you. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Joining us now on Sports Sense, certified financial planner Kelly Brothers. Kelly is an advisor with CapTrust, one of the nation's largest registered investment advisors. CapTrust counts among its clients numerous pro athletes and pro sports franchises, but most importantly serves many Northern Californians through comprehensive financial planning. Here's Kelly Brothers.
Man, all right. Kelly coming in and just reading during the break. Now there's a blueberry recall that's just been heightened to super recall or something, and Man, I don't know, Kelly. I feel like I'm hearing about all it was spinach and then the Taco Bell lettuce. Now it's E. coli with blueberries. And I'm not trying to say anything because numbers can be noisy. I don't know if it's up or down. And then if it's up, you got to say, well, are they testing better and that's why it's up, or, whatever the deal is. But it just seems, man, like there's a lot of food recalls lately.
Yeah, but I'll just point it out. Never a recall on French fries. Ever.
It's a great point.
No.
Why not just eat those?
They're clean. They're pure.
Mm-hmm.
It's
really good.
They're not gluten free, but I mean they're very good.
I like foods with more. Is it weird? I like foods probably why I look like I do. I actually look for more gluten. I want extra. I ask for extra gluten when I go place.
An extra dollop of gluten.
Please. Just give me a chunk of gluten in there. It's like a dipping sauce. I'm so glad. I'm always glad you're on, but I'm really glad we have a relationship with you at this period, because I firmly believe the biggest story in sports right now is not just, and we've talked about this at length, so it's good to have somebody who, knows what they're doing talk about this with us. The Lakers story is, nobody's happier about this than Steve Ballmer. It's right in his city, and it's not just the Mark Walter stuff. It's the drama with the Buss family. But now connecting the dots, as I was trying to do yesterday, to where this could lead with the Dodgers, their TV deal, the potential sale of the Dodgers, the deferment clauses in those contracts. But we'll start with the Lakers, Kelly. It's an absolute mess right now.
It is, and from what I can tell, it appears that Jerry Buss wrote, had a family trust put together, and I understand kind of the reasoning behind why he did it, but it kind of creates this conflict within his family, and that is he wants them to do everything to keep control of the team, but at the same time, there's a last man standing rule.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means that as one of the siblings dies, his spouse and kids don't get those shares or don't get the economic value of those shares. His kids and spouse, those shares are then distributed to the other remaining siblings.
Yeah.
So you understand why, if you're I would guess most of Jerry Buss's kids are now in their 60s at least, right? They're trying to do some estate planning, and they're thinking, wow, my largest asset is going to go to my siblings, not my kids when I die. So how do we fix that? So that's created kind of a stress point, and it also could slow down this whole thing, which is not what Mark Walter wants at all, because he has to clean up his balance sheet before the end of the year. It turns out he had done $20 billion in what are called related party transactions, way more than regulators are happy with. His only hope is to come up with billions and billions of dollars to pay that down. And that's why he's A, selling the Lakers, B, selling Chelsea, and C, doing everything he can to monetize what he's got with the Dodgers.
64 years old is Jeannie Buss, to answer your question. Jim Buss is 66. Johnny, 69. Janie, 62. God dang, Dr. Buss was busy. And then the younger siblings, Joey and Jesse, are 41 and 37. Kelly, you deal probably, I'm assuming, not with the Los Angeles Lakers or franchises of that ilk, but you deal, and you've seen every deal known to mankind. Why would Dr. Buss put that last man standing clause in? We were talking about this yesterday, which you would think, if he wants them to hold on to the Lakers as much as possible, you're absolutely right. For the older children, now, 60s and near 70, they're thinking, hell, if I cash out now, I can have this windfall with my family, my children, and my grandchildren. If I do not, if I drop dead tomorrow, all my percentages get split up amongst my siblings, of which I don't really get along with. Why? What is the advantage of that?
Yeah, well, first of all, they did get a chunk of money when they sold to Walter. So that was one of the reasons they did that. Each kid got, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. And at the same time, they kept a 17.8% stake, which is an important number because you have to be above 15% to remain the governor of the team, to remain kind of the person in charge and the main liaison with the league office. And that's Jeannie Buss. And that's what he wanted. He wanted the economic interest split, but he wanted the power concentrated in Jeannie. And so, the other thing I assume they could do is the kids could get together and they could say, listen, we know what the trust says. We're going to overrule that.
Yeah.
And if one of us dies, the other trustees will come up with the cash to pay out our siblings an amount based on X formula. They could do that. Why they're not, I don't know how they get along. I don't know if they get along. I don't know if there's great dissension, but it's clear some of them at least are thinking $12.5 billion. Give me a piece of that, because they're thinking that's probably overcooked at the current time.
You talked about the connection with the Dodgers, too, also owned by Mark Walter, and it's so crazy, the epicenter of American sports right now. He's right in the middle because the Dodgers are, most would argue, the biggest reason, whether you agree or disagree with their methods, they're the biggest reason why we're looking at a labor stoppage next year in Major League Baseball, or a lockout to be more specific. Now we're reading about Walter being so desperate that the golden goose for him, which is the TV deal negotiated, which is a one-of-its-kind TV deal. No sharing on that whatsoever. It was negotiated when he purchased the team from the McCourt family during their bankruptcy. He's been going to them and trying to negotiate an early out from that deal in exchange for a lump sum cash payment up front, in which, by the way, they said no. If you're that desperate, and it seems in business, Kelly, when you start doing stuff like that, when you are trying to slice the throat on your golden goose for immediate satisfaction, on top of the fact it follows a pattern in the sense that they've exploited that loophole. They have nine players, over $1 billion in deferred money, which is about 102.3, the numbers I saw, a year in deferred compensation they're already on the hook for, which I got to think is going to hurt the chances to sell. That's a lot of money to take on the spreadsheet if you're the new owner. Not to mention if they were to go into bankruptcy, which I doubt. But that TV deal thing, Kelly, that really spooked me when I read it, to underline the seeming desperation for a guy that, if I read correctly, has to come up with somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 billion by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's funny. He was toast of the town. I mean, the Dodgers have been winning. He bought the Lakers. He is Chelsea, right?
Yeah, Chelsea. Yep.
Chelsea. But I mean, toast, and it's like it was built on a house of cards.
Right.
It was built on all these interrelated transactions, which regulators frown upon. By the way, I think it's gonna. Man, I think when you look ahead now, when an NBA team sells, the due diligence of the new owners is going to be double what it has been.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, and I just need to mention, I don't know if you have mentioned this or not, Dave, but you also have the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
In a tough place right now because Matt Ishbia.
Yeah, Matt Ishbia. Yeah.
Ishbia. He put up stock in his mortgage company as collateral to fund the purchase.
Yep.
And the bank that gave him the money was using that stock as collateral.
Yep.
That stock is down 70%.
Yep.
What does that mean? That could lead to a margin call. That could lead to JP Morgan Chase saying, we need $4 billion to make you whole.
Yeah.
And what does he do then? Now he's not in the same place as Walter is,
right.
But it feels these high valuations for teams, they're a little bit built on some sand here.
Yeah, some quicksand is what it seems like. Finally, Rory McIlroy, we'll see if you can hear this, got loose yesterday on Live Golfers possibly returning to the PGA Tour. Here he is.
Rory, Scotty was asked about the possibility of Live guys coming back and whether they bring value, in your opinion. Are there guys, if it goes away, that should be allowed back?
I mean, I'd argue, have they brought value to Live?
I love that. Look, I love that Rory is being an open a-hole about the whole thing. Like, he just does not care, and he's fine throwing shade. What I don't know necessarily, Kelly, you're a golf fan just like me. Hey, look, I want these guys back on tour, man. I want John Rahm and Dustin Johnson, especially Bryson DeChambeau. I want these guys on tour, but they're not coming back without having to crawl on their knees, basically, like Brooks Koepka had to do.
Yeah, and Rory, has remained astoundingly loyal to the PGA Tour.
Yep.
I mean, he might have been the biggest target of LIV.
Oh yeah.
And one can only imagine what he was offered to jump.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, he stayed completely loyal to the PGA Tour. And now he's saying, what value did those guys bring to LIV?
Yep.
And I would love, in 10 years, it'll be interesting to look back and talk to some of the LIV guys and say, was the $150 million worth it? Well, once you paid your taxes, you were already rich. Was it worth it to kind of blow up what you had and then have to hat in hand get on all fours and crawl back with to the PGA Tour? And we don't know how that's going to go, but Scheffler is Switzerland. He loves everyone. Yep. Everyone loves Scotty. Rory's not afraid to say those a-holes left us and they tried to take us down, and I'm not going to sit here and welcome them back.
I'll leave you with this because it really does. I am on the fence about this. I change thought sometimes about the LIV golfers, and I'm gonna tie this to a name I'm sure you're familiar with, former employee here, FP Santangelo. I will often call on him because out of all the steroid stuff that came out, the Harris report and everything, he gave to me the answer that has always stuck in my head and I've always respected. He was like, yeah, I took some stuff. And I'm paraphrasing. I took some stuff. I'm near the end of my career. I got kids. I wasn't making millions. And by taking this stuff, it let me heal quicker. I wasn't Barry Bonds. I wasn't leading the league in RBI and home runs. I'm just trying to keep my career going because I'm going to be 38 years old. I'm done, and I got the rest of my life to raise my children and try to live comfortably. And guess what? Taking this stuff gave me an extra 4 years in the big leagues and a bunch of money. And I'm not making hundreds of millions of dollars, but he tied that to that. And I went, you know what? As a dad, I it's still cheating. But at least I can see that as opposed to a McGuire or a Bonds who already had the fame and the notoriety and the money. I look at them a little bit differently. I can empathize with FP a little bit more. Some will disagree. So when it comes to the LIV golfers, honest to God, Kelly, if a Los Angeles radio station called me today and said, hey, we are the home of the LA Lakers, and we're going to offer you $100 million over the next 10 years to finish your career in LA.
You would tell them to pound sand, Dave.
You'd love to think that's the answer, wouldn't you? But if they said all you're allowed to talk about are the Lakers and the Dodgers, and your co-host is going to be Robert Horry, and you got to do this for the next 10 years for $100 million, I'm running to Los Angeles with the signed contract in my hand. And I'm not thinking twice about it because I know my grandkids are going to private school. But that's me in the financial spot I am. A lot of these golfers that went to LIV, they were already millionaires. So it is a question to me as to I can't tell you to say no to $150 million or whatever it is, but you were also already kind of a millionaire too. So I don't know how
would you change your name to Chatsworth Dave?
It would actually. I now that I'm a little bit older, Kelly, it would be Rancho Palos Verdes Dave. I mean, let's live life, man, because that's where I'd be living with $100 million. No, that's about what the house would cost in Rancho Palos Verdes. So,
and I agree with all that, Dave. I just wonder when they look back, will it be worth the angst? Given the fact they would have done very well on the PGA Tour as well. But good debate, though. All right, Chatsworth Dave.
All right.
Appreciate it, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
Have a great weekend, Kelly. Take care. That's Kelly Brothers. We're late for a break. When we come back, all right, there was a trade in the NBA yesterday. It's going to rock, though. It's not going to do anything. But we'll talk to you about it. And we'll get back to the Kings campaign. Well, that's nice. It's a nice tease. We'll do that next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for the Make This the Summer Sales event.
Right now, you can save up to $9,500 off MSRP on one of the most capable Jeeps on the road, the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys. It's hard not to make good memories with this Jeep and all you can explore.
Ooh, those Willys are pretty cool. But what about something to move the family around with back-to-school season upon us?
We got you covered there, too. Right now, you can lease a new 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer for 36 months for only $759 per month, with only $54.95 due at signing. If you need something to help get the family moving, this is the Jeep to do it in style and luxury.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 total net savings on new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys after dealer discount factory incentives. Incentives may include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance for eligible trade, $500 military first responder bonus cash for eligible members. Offer subject to residency verification. Due at this net savings. VIN number 296919, 296918. Grand Wagoneer lease on approved credit. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. Sample VIN 183978. MSRP $66,790. Excludes tax, title, and license fee. See dealer for details.
very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Yeah, thank you to Kelly Brothers. The amount of, you can always tell the sound effects are working. The amount of Dave Loves LA texts I'm getting right now at 916-339-1140. Dave loves LA. Dave loves it. Just to show you the type of person Chris Verlotta is, this is absolutely what he does. Jason on vacation. He'll be back Monday off of his vacation. Chris says, Dave said if he got an offer to do a show with Robert Horry in LA to talk only Lakers and Dodgers, he would run there. That is absolutely correct and not out of context whatsoever. So, well done.
You said all of that.
I did say all of that. That's like one. That's borderline. If like I clipped up a bunch of stuff you said on today's show, and then at the end it was like, "Hi, my name is Chris, and I love kicking dogs."
It's not borderline.
I mean, it's like you said that. All those words came out of your mouth, and then in the chat on YouTube, and hello everybody in the chat. Troy Perry, who I can't tell. I think he's being serious, but if he's not, I apologize. He says, I can't believe you just admitted that, Dave. If you can't stay loyal, then no one can. Oh, I get. If you can't stay loyal, then no one can. That's pathetic. As I said in there, let me make this very clear. I am 1,000,000,000% okay with anybody losing respect for me for taking a $100 million deal to go do radio in LA. I won't even couch it. Like, I'm good. I will stand on all 10 toes. In this fantasy world in which at my age and with the age of my kids and all that, somebody offers me literal life, not even life-changing, multiple generation life-changing money. And I'm not doing anything illegal, not hurting anyone other than maybe some feelings, but I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not benefiting off of like child labor. I'm not hurting an animal. I'm just, as long as that's the only way I would not, no amount of money could get me to do that.
I mean, if you're working in LA, you're doing all of those.
But I'm telling you right now, dude, would I like it? No.
I do like your go-to is like, hey, all my grandkids will be going to private school. Thought are going to a pretty private
Yeah, that's a great
school.
point. Yeah, but it won't hurt as much. Now I'll be like, no, sweetheart, you can have the whole food plan.
I don't know. Grandkids, by that time, it might be around $100 million.
That's a great point. Yeah, I am fine with that. And if you take that as me being a traitor or not loyal, then I'm not going to even try to lie to you about that. And yes, the odds.
I would do it.
Yeah.
And then I would get fired and take the severance pay.
Now you're trying to find a loophole. So no, you gotta. How about this? Let me present it to you. It's a 10-year, $100 million contract. Okay. But your base salary is $100,000. Oh, it's like the Dodgers. Your base salary is $100,000. And if you quit in the 10 years, you don't get the remaining, well, I guess it would be $99 million. But forget that it's LA. You have to move to Seattle. You have to do Seattle radio. Oh, and by the way, you can't go on the air and just be like, Seattle sucks and all. You have to play it straight. You turning it down?
I mean, I still get the money if I get fired.
Huh? No, you can't do that either. It's like, you can't stop looking for loopholes. Because that'd be the whole show.
That's what America is based off of.
No loopholes. Not for us, buddy. You got to do the whole 10 years. You got to play it straight. You got to live in Seattle. Well, you could live in the suburbs. You could live on one of them islands. Sorry. Can't ever talk WWE. That's in the.
Oh, no.
Or wrestling. Any kind, or can't talk WWE or wrestling. I find it incredible. Look, if you're out there right now, and let's say, I don't know, you're a Cowboys fan, which, whatever, anyways. But let's say you're a Cowboy.
Yeah, come on. They've been through enough.
Let's say you're a Niners fan, Raiders fan.
Okay, all right. I'll accept it.
And somebody offers you $100 million, but in exchange, you can no longer ever openly root for your team again. You can't. If you're not only can you not openly root for the Niners again, but if you're going to root for a team openly, it has to be the Raiders. And you have to.
I've witnessed someone make this offer to somebody before
for $100 million.
It wasn't $100 million. Okay. It was $10,000.
Now I'll tell you right now, if somebody offered me $10,000 to become a Warriors or Lakers fan, by the way, I can think of a lot of things in the last 5 seconds I could do with $10,000. It'd be wonderful. Everybody can use $10,000. I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even think about it. Well, and by the way, when I say that, I mean I wouldn't do it. Not I wouldn't even think about it. I'd take the money. Everybody has their own price point, but unless you're already wealthy, you have a price point. Everybody has a price point. And if you're sitting there with your
$8 million man,
if you're sitting there with your arms crossed, saying doesn't matter what. Oh, here we go, Troy. I could never do, I guess he's saying I could never do the Seattle thing either. I can't even visit Seattle because I'd want to fight everyone, and unfortunately I can't fight. That's actually a wonderful answer.
I don't know. People in Seattle, you probably have a pretty good chance.
Mm-hmm. They're just throwing chewed up gum at you and plaid flannels. Troy, I'm here to tell you, buddy, first off, I don't know
Their
you.
fighting is just them going, we're actually better than you.
Yeah,
we're
that's
better
it.
than you.
They're just being passive-aggressive. Troy, I don't know you, buddy, but I do appreciate you being in the chat. I mean this with all love. I would like to know, do you have children? And I'm asking you that as a very, very straightforward question because I find it impossible to believe if somebody has kids, especially, much less if they didn't, but especially if you do, you're turning down $100 million for something that is completely legal, whatever it may be. I find that malarkish. Whatever that means. We'll take a break. Got to get to this Kings trade. Also, these top of the hour, these junior high school kid questions, part 2. Got more of those as well you're going to enjoy. We'll get to all that next.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, Matt George, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology and hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
High voltage live boxing action returns to the venue with Thunder Showdown number 5 on Saturday, September 5th. Uppercut Promotions lists 10 scheduled fights as a stacked lineup of pros presents a night of exhilarating boxing action you won't want to miss. You'll see some of Northern California's best pros, like undefeated fighters Kyle Lacanlale and Sergio Gonzalez, Sacramento heavyweight Blake McKernan, and much more. Don't miss Thunder Showdown number 5, Saturday, September 5th, coming to the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Fight card subject to change.
So, I need hamburgers, sodas, ice, and a DJ.
A DJ?
Relax, Spot. With T-Mobile, we're saving when we bundle home internet and phone lines.
Oh, wow! Here to bundle and save big. Stay connected con tu gente with 4 lines from T-Mobile with fast, easy-to-set-up 5G home internet and save up to $1,000 a year. Switch now on T-Mobile.com/conectate. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Are you looking for an easy win on game night? The Sacramento River Cats Family Fun Pack bundles everything you need for a fun night at the ballpark. It's perfect for families or friends and makes planning so simple. Lock in your Family Fun Pack today at rivercats.com.
The summer of Silverado continues at Folsom Chevy. General Manager Eric Wilson and his team have rolled out an incredible deal for August on every 2026 Silverado half-ton truck in stock with a 5.3-liter engine. $13,000 off MSRP, 0% financing for 5 years, no monthly payment for 90 days, and there's a lifetime warranty. Find it all at Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 financed. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends August 30th, 2026.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then
boom, with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Richie, our boss, who relocated from Denver to here, where he is from, said I would punt the Broncos into the sun for $100 million. What are we doing here? And then our guy Troy, I was right. I like this guy. No kids, Dave. There's not a woman on earth that can tame this wild stallion. And not only does he get credit for a great response, he gets triple extra credit for the Bill and Ted reference and the proper spelling. Good for him. Yeah. I'm 100% doing that. 100% taking the cash. Hell, I'd get a tattoo. Also, need some help from the audience. My wife and I have been arguing, shockingly, about some stuff lately. And
set the screen.
We have made a date to, usually we work out differences on whatever we're arguing with during the weekend. And we'll either do it in the garage or the backyard, right? I said, hey, I want to switch it up. Let's go eat somewhere. Why don't we just go have a brunch or breakfast?
Ooh.
Well, and so she said, she goes, I don't think this shouldn't be and I was like, what are you planning on? I'm not yelling. Are you going to be yelling? And she's like, okay, good point. So I'm trying to think, like, what would the best setup for that be? Because we're not going to, I can promise you one thing. First off, it's not that big of it. And secondly, we're not seeing people. We're not going to make a scene. It's never going to happen with my wife and I. It never. We could be in the biggest argument in the world.
I'm not the person that will make a scene.
Right. You saying I don't care enough? We will not. But, maybe there's the occasional point of inflection. I don't know. Maybe there's one of those. It's not really a tear, but it's like teary in the corner of your eye, and you need to do like this slide knuckle brush. So I'm thinking maybe a place where we could eat outside. I need a good place in the Roseville area where we can eat outside.
Well, I'm out.
You were thinking, what would your suggestion have been? Maybe we'll road trip it. Super Taco?
I would go with the fine establishment, Limelight.
Limelight.
It's got indoors and outdoors.
Where do you even park to get to Limelight?
There's a few spots in their parking lot.
Is there? Isn't it just like
there's some street parking?
Is that
also across the street at Safeway?
I was going to say it's Alhambra, right, where the Safeway is. I also feel like backyard and garage. It's a free for all. I feel like it will be more friendly and easy. We have to get our delegates there, and then we have to get to the table, and then my assistants usually sit on the left, hers on the right, or ambassadors we call them. We've got our flags, and name cards in front of each plate, and there's usually a first draft with some different points of emphasis in there again. The language has been gone over. Somebody says Roosters. Scoreboards Pizza. Owned by my cousin. Okay.
Oh, Roosters on the River?
It says Roosters Pizza.
Oh,
no. Sorry. It says Roosters. No, you're right. Scoreboards Pizza. Roosters. Hey, we've been to Roosters on the River. Nothing wrong with that. All right, look, the trade. I want to get a couple of these things out of the way, one of which we've already talked about. Yes, there was a trade in the NBA yesterday. It was a 5-team deal. Wow, 5 teams. That is, what is that? That's what, 1/8 of the league, I think, something like that. Who cares? Cavs, Nuggets, and Clippers agreed on a trade that'll send Peyton Watson to Cleveland and Max Strus to Los Angeles. As part of the multi-team deal, Denver gets an unprotected 2031 Cavs first-round pick and a 2032 Sacramento Kings second-rounder. How the hell were we involved? Why did somebody have our second-rounder? I should know this. I didn't even know that. Why are we involved? Why was our second-round pick on somewhere? Somebody had to have already owned our second-round pick and send it on. So are we really involved? Because we didn't get anything out of it. Watson will sign a new 4-year, $88 million contract with a player option and trade kicker to join the Cavaliers. Peyton Watson is 23 years old, 6'8". He is a forward, guard forward, if you will. 14.5 points, 5 boards, 2 assists on 49% shooting from the field, 36 from beyond the arc on 3.5 threes per game, and a little over a block. So you're getting some defense and a nice player. Peyton Watson, nice young player. It's a nice pickup for the Cleveland Cavaliers, whereas Max Strus is a big part of their team last year, but he is 30 years old, 11, 5, and 2 for Max. A serviceable backup big, if you will. Also, Jake Fisher works with Mark Stein and friends over there, reporting that the Kings will be working out campaign along with their interest in Victor Oladipo and Elfrid Payton. That's 3 names that we are aware of. Still haven't heard anything. About Ben Simmons, but I'm waiting on that. You guys are right. That was the second in the Dennis Schroeder trade, Keon Ellis trade. That's what it is. I started this yesterday. There's a junior high kid, and this happens in this business all the time. Not always kids, by the way. Sometimes it's adults that just want to change jobs or something, or have a lifelong interest, and I think those are just as important. But sent me a long email with some questions because he's doing a report in school, and I decided to have some fun, especially since it's August, and make it into show content, and then he can look at the video. So yesterday we had questions like, what sports rule would you change tomorrow? What sports moment hurt you the most? Sports, on and on and on. It was good stuff. I've got more here. So you're always welcome to participate. The chat line on YouTube. Hello. 916-339-1140 is your text line. And, of course, you can call us at 1-800-920-1140. If you could guarantee one championship for your team, but they couldn't win another for 25 years, would you take it? Yeah.
Pretty good chance that's going to happen anyways.
Yeah. That's what I call the Mark Walters school of being a fan. Give it to me now. Screw everybody in the future. Sorry, kids. You'll get to experience this one. But I've waited way too long. Yeah, you're damn right. As a matter of fact, the question that would really bake my brain would be, if the Sacramento Kings could win a championship this coming season or in the next 3 years, but they had 0 chance at winning a title at any point in your lifetime, I think I'd still do it.
Yeah.
Because I think the odds are they're not winning. I think the odds are more in favor that they will not win a title over the next 40, 50 years.
Your lifetime?
Hopefully. What athlete's career would you most like to experience for one day? Brady in a Super Bowl? Steph Curry on a heater? Jordan in the finals? It's a great question. And I read this question 2 days ago, and I feel like there's an answer that isn't obvious where I'd be like, oh, duh. But like for one day, The one that I first went to and I keep going back to is Tiger Woods Sunday, his last Masters championship. Playing that round, winning the tournament that nobody thought you'd ever touch again, and just the adulation. But, man, I don't know, man. Michael Jordan pushing on. I just always felt like Michael Jordan didn't have a lot of fun. He was amazing, but it wasn't that fun.
He was having fun playing the quarters game in the.
Yes, that was fun to him.
I'd go with Erling Haaland scoring a hat trick in the Derby.
Derby. Yeah. Really? Out of all of them?
At Old Trafford?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I would have all my celebrations already planned.
Yeah, what would first, after goal one, what's that celebration?
Goal one is like the calm down.
Calm down,
That was easy.
calm down.
That
All
was
right.
easy.
Goal two would be?
Goal two.
Something with the corner flag,
I'd run to the fans, grab the patch.
Grab the patch. Do you kiss?
Give a shish to the away fans.
Oh, wow, you're doing a lot during that celebration. Are you kissing the patch?
Yes.
Give it a kiss. Okay. And then goal three?
I go to the corner flag and I do the Happy Gilmore where I grab it. And
right. Yeah. Red card.
Red card. Be worth it.
Right. By the way, has anybody ever done that? Has anybody ever done the following celebration? You score like what is going to be a decisive goal. You run over to the opposing team, especially if you're at home, you run over to the opposing team section and you just pull out a red card and show it to them.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Wouldn't that be? I wonder if there's got to be a rule against that. I can't be the guy who thought of that. There's got to be a rule because that would be freaking hilarious, dude.
To the manager.
yeah, you're gone. Go home. You basically just ejected the entire crowd because the game's over because I just scored a goal, sucker. It wouldn't be a fighter. I thought about boxing.
No.
MMA. Nope, I'm good.
Just for the entrance.
Even when you win, you still get hit a few times. Not a fan of that. Yeah, football, no. Racing, no. Tennis, fine. Goal 4, Chris proposes to the ref. There's a celebration. Just fall to one knee. Madison Bumgarner, Game 7 of the 2014 World Series. Dallas Braden's perfect game on Mother's Day. And from Turbo Duren, I'm eating McDonald's for breakfast. Atta babe. Good for you. What is the... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, I skipped a couple. What sports opinion have you completely changed your mind about? Oh, I know. I mean, there's been a couple. I know. Bat flips, celebrations. I grew up a staunch hand the ball to the ref when you get the end zone, act like you've been there before. But in baseball especially, a huge fan of unwritten rules. I still am of some. But also like, okay, dude, you're going to celebrate? No problem. You're getting one in the ear or behind your ear next pitch, or your teammate is. Like, you don't. And then I just kind of went, well, hold on a second. You're doing what is probably the most difficult thing in sports to do. Hit a baseball. Hit a moving baseball going multiple miles per hour. Enjoy it. Celebrate. It doesn't have to be. Now, look, there's different forms of celebrating. If you're admiring the ball, you bat flip, you run the bases, you're high-fiving your coach, you're pointing to the crowd, that's one thing. If you hit the ball and you stare the pitcher down, or you give him the bird, or you do the crotch chop, or what, I don't mind a little feedback after that. But as long as you're leaving the pitcher alone and you're celebrating, and by the way, and this is very important though, pitcher strikes out a batter. You saw it the other day. The pitcher jumps up and does some crazy, dude, absolutely. Who was the guy that used to pull the arrows? It was a reliever, and he'd get somebody out and he'd shoot an arrow. Damn it. I thought he played for the Rays or something like that. Mariners. Maybe it was the Mariners he played for. I'm totally fine with that. Turnabout's fair play. And if a batter gets bent out of shape for that, stop. Celebrate. And I used to be a very old man about that. It's funny. As I got older, I switched. I am 63 years old. What about you, Chris? You got a sports opinion you've changed your mind about? What?
Soccer.
Well, just soccer in general?
I used to be like one of those, it's so boring. Oh, they don't score. Make it better for America.
Make it better for America?
Yeah. Who cares what Europeans think?
Yeah. What happened to you?
I met some soccer fans.
Fernando Rodney was the pitcher. Thank you. I feel like you were that Chris when we met.
Yeah.
I want old Chris. I want old, make it better for America, Chris.
There's one problem. Stay living in America.
I
didn't leave America.
I want old Boston Red Sox hat wearing, angry, or pro-America. I want Chris that used to listen to Morrissey, even though I hate Morrissey. I was like, I don't care. It's Morrissey. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
What, you want me to listen to Morrissey?
Why not?
I mean, I still listen to Smiths, but he's a bad.
Is that the line you walk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you just have to pretend that he's not a tool.
Right. You can pretend he's not a tool, but you can't pretend with the Sam's Club hot dog. Is that the line?
Well, I'm looking at the employees.
Well, you're hearing his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking, see no, but hear no.
If I thought the employee was a bag, I'd be happy that they weren't making as much.
Probably are. What athlete would have been the most fun to follow if social media existed during their prime? All right, we answered this last week, so I'm going to take Jason Williams off the table because that to me is the end-all be-all, but Ali would have been fun.
Just thinking the same thing.
Ali would have been really fun. The amount of sound bites from Ali just hitting at like 11 at night on a Sunday.
It would also be bad, too.
Yeah. Oh, I will
Comments off, please.
Here's what I can tell you. If social media existed back in the 50s and 60s and Ali said so, I'll bet you the comments would be perfectly cool. You know what there wouldn't be any of? Racism. None. People behave themselves. It's the 50s and 60s, man. No racisms to be seen around there. None at all. Yeah, that would be brutal, dude. What about Rodman? Not from a traditional standpoint, but just because of who he... How many times would we see Rodman? How many videos would there be out there? There are already videos of Rodman all over Vegas. But in the era of the cell phone and social media and all that stuff, woof. Mantle would have been a good one. Just because of all the hijinks they got
Yankees
into.
existed back then.
Yeah. Honestly, Babe Ruth would have been a good one. What's the biggest you had to beat?
As
what?
Sports adjacent, but Evel Knievel would be crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, honestly, I mean, I don't think social media was around for original OG Jackass either. And I'm just talking about like stunts and stuff like that. What was the biggest you had to be there moment of your lifetime? Look, I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be a wise guy here. The very first thing that popped into my head was the 1989 earthquake, A's Giants. I was not there, but by the way, speaking of social media, oh my God. But my mom was in the Bay Area, and I was in the living room watching the game. And you listen to Al Michaels or watching Al Michaels, and then all of a sudden, I think we're having an earthquake here, and the picture's moving and all that. It goes blank, and then you hear just the audio only. And you know, we had a little light over the dining room table that was swinging back and forth. I never felt it. I've said that before on the air a bunch of times. I never felt it. But then, as you saw now, all of a sudden, this surreal scene with players bringing their families on the field. There's the famous SI photo of a great photo of Kelly Downs holding one of his distressed children, holding him like a baby. I think they were like 7, 8 years old. They were not a toddler, but carrying them onto the field. You've got the biggest sporting event in the world going on at that time, and I mean all the things that we don't talk about that enough. Like, it's not just that San Francisco had the worst earthquake for them since 1908 or whenever it was. It was during literally as the World Series game was about to kick off. And who was playing in the World Series? Was it the Giants? Yeah. Oh, it was the A's too. It was literally the Bay Bridge series and the earth. It's one of those things where it's too weird to be true. And then you don't know how serious it is. If you live in California, earthquakes happen and it doesn't always shut stuff down. You don't know how serious it is. Is this game going to be delayed? Which is what I was thinking at first. Like, okay, well, when are we delaying the game here? Let's get some World Series action. And then you start hearing reports coming in of things that were happening, and you realize very quickly, there's not going to be a World Series today, and there may not be a World Series for a while. And I can't remember how long it took for the footage to come in because everybody was scrambling. But I still to this day think that the most chilling thing I remember about the Loma Prieta earthquake was the collapse of 880, the Nimitz Freeway, and just imagining being on the top level, but being on the bottom level and being trapped, and that's how you So when I say I don't know if that was the spirit of this kid's question. I think it was probably oh man, you had to be there. It was amazing.
I mean, you just don't want to say yours.
I don't want to say, but I'm saying I don't think you can understand what it was like to have that earthquake and all that unless you were there.
Like, what's the one you were there for?
God, what have I been there for? I saw Mark McGwire's first Grand Slam. I'm trying to go sport.
I don't think it was in California.
You don't think it was in California? Okay, so you know what it is. I don't.
Probably like some sort of game with the crazy situation that happened at the end of it.
Thank you. Yeah. Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl, Phoenix. Thank you, Chris.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
Oh, now I'm walking. I'm literally had to be pulled into that. Yeah, well.
Wow, you've been to so many, you can't even remember?
Idiot.
Now, that was the one where I was cheering harder than the Patriots fan.
Dude, not only were we there to see that interception, I got to find a picture at some point. I didn't take a picture.
You also got to see Katy Perry.
We got to see that. That was the left shark, the one shark that went crazy. But we were literally at the goal line on the side where it happened from the interception happened from me to the wall behind you. No exaggeration. It was that close. And I was surrounded by Seahawks fans.
It was great.
That were just and every put it in, Marshawn, put it in. Let's go. I mean, they're hugging, high fiving, and there was like one Patriots fan that we were there with, one of our Andy Miller, Henry Bolte's godfather. I don't know how to reference Andy, former Kings minority owner, or Andy, former owner of the Modesto Nuts. There we go, Andy Miller. And he's a diehard Boston guy, Patriots guy, and he's just in his feelings. And then that happens, and, dude, he turned into a 17-year-old crap talker like I have never seen before, dude, just getting into people's faces. Ricky Henderson on Twitter. Yeah, I'll allow that. Is there a sports moment that stands out to you that you had to be there for?
I went to one of the very rare Mexico not beating the U.S. in Mexico City.
Oh, U.S. won?
Yeah.
And you weren't happy about it?
No. It was a tie.
Oh. Oh.
And I was in the U.S. supporting group.
All right. You were in the U.S. supporters group? Oh.
I was rooting for the U.S.
What changed? So now you'd be in the Mexican supporters group. Stop. I can already tell. You don't have to say anything. It's going to be an answer I don't want. It's going to be an answer I don't want to hear. It's going to be an answer that I'm going to go, why did I ask? Chris, I'm just going to trust that you had great reasons. We'll take a break when we come back. McElroy and Scheffler comment on Live Golf. Niners and Raiders in action tonight. It's nice going from, no college football preseason, but being able to watch preseason NFL stepping up to the pro level of everything is something that makes me feel good. It should make you feel good, too, because you can step up to the pros. Step up to the pros. You should go to Pass Pros, like I did. Just go to Pass Pros. You won't regret it. Hey, Yelp, Google. I don't want to do a whole song, by the way. Yelp, Google, doesn't matter. Go online. Don't trust me. Trust what, regular old people say when they talk about their experience with Pest Pros. Good luck finding a negative review. These guys are phenomenal. There's a pest place. There's a pest place. There's a pest place. This commercial, that commercial, that deal, that deal. The difference is not just in service, but also, don't you want to support some place that's local, owned, locally operated, not a franchise, not here, there, and everywhere. Back-to-back SAC favorites for Best Pest Control, 2025 winner of Best Customer Service, redefining the client experience and doing a dang good job at it. The community has spoken on them. Do you have pest control or do you have Pest Pros? Step up to thepros.com. Don't settle for the minor leagues. Pest Pros are the best pros. PestPros.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you. We're back with all this other stuff next.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder, thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. Thunder. The rush of pure exhilaration. Thunder. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
The biggest concerts and events are on the Sactown Sports live events calendar. August 21st, party with the B-52s and Men Without Hats at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Ty Myers takes over the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic August 22nd. George Thorogood rocks Thunder Valley August 24th. September starts with Thunder Showdown 5 Pro Boxing September 5th. Zach Top headlines 2 nights at the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater September 11th and 12th. Five Finger Death Punch Rocks Toyota Amphitheater September 14th. Earth, Wind & Fire light up Hard Rock Live Sacramento September 15th and 16th. And Riley Green hits Toyota Amphitheater September 19th. Then check out California Overland Adventure and Power Sports Show September 26th and 27th at the Sonoma County Event Center. October brings Leonard Skinner October 2nd at Ironstone Amphitheater. And Thomas Rhett October 3rd at Golden One Center. Find every show and every ticket now on the Sactown Sports live events calendar at SactownSports.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 15, Mr. Relevant. Brock Purdy's first start.
To say the 2022 season for the 49ers was wild would be an understatement. It started with the idea of unleashing Trey Lance on the NFL. He got hurt in week 2. They went on to Jimmy G, who kept the ball rolling until week 13 when he got hurt against the Dolphins, so the last pick in the draft, Brock Purdy, had to come in. The next week, Purdy's first NFL start was a dominant 35-7 home victory over Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The rookie, Mr. Irrelevant, made history by becoming the first quarterback to beat Brady in his first career start, completing 16 of 21 passes for 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Just got a notification on my phone. What in the hell is otolaryngology? We're going to find out right now because I've been... Oh, that's an ENT. Why don't they just call it an ear, nose, and throat? Why don't they just call it the ENT doctor? Trying to finally find out why I'm so nasal. So we're looking for a deviated septum. Otolaryngology. Just call it ENT, dude. Stop trying to impress us. We get it. You're doctors. We get it. You drive nice cars. We get it. You're healthy. We get it. You paid attention in school and studied hard and were disciplined and, saved people's lives.
Dork.
We get it, nerd. All right. We played this earlier with Kelly Brothers. He's good at business. And this is from, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, but it was Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy each talking about live players possibly returning. Let's start with Scotty Scheffler and his thoughts on these players coming back.
Like when we talk about the best players, Liv has a few players that are really good. I think the depth that we have on our tour is a bit unmatched, but I think when you look at the higher levels of Liv golf, there's definitely some players that would provide, a lot of value to the tour and guys that I love competing against as well. And so I think going forward, there obviously has to be, I think, some sort of penalties. What those are, I'll let Roll Up and all those guys figure it out. We have great leadership within the tour now, but I think having those guys come back and competing with whatever happens with Liv, whether those guys want to leave or, you got to ask them. But I think for me, being able to compete against the best players in the world, there's certainly some guys on that tour that can compete out here. And, I look forward to the chance to compete with them more often.
Okay. Scotty Scheffler. Man of all seasons, wants the competition. Here's Northern Ireland's Rory McIlroy.
Rory, Scotty was asked about the possibility of Liv guys coming back and whether they bring value, in your opinion. Are there guys, if it goes away, that should be allowed back?
I'd argue, have they brought value to Liv? I think PJ Tour is in a really good spot.
He ain't wrong. Now, well, okay, never mind. He is wrong. Of course they've brought value to Liv. The whole reason Liv exists is because of them. Well, and billions of dollars of Saudi funding, but they, of course, have brought, John Rahm has brought value, DeChambeau has brought value, even Dustin Johnson sort of has brought value. Of course, that's the only value Liv has. Now, the proper question, and I think what Rory meant was, have they brought enough value to make Liv relevant? And if they're so valuable, why is Liv collapsing? I, to this day, think that had Liv been run properly with the amount of money they had, there was a point where Liv actually looked like they were going to get the PGA in checkmate. I'm old enough to remember, about a year or so ago, there was a whole announcement. They were going to look like they were going to merge with the Liv guy being in charge for Jay Monahan. Liv had the upper hand for about 2 seconds. But this whole thing was run so stupidly. From TV contracts. Nobody's waking up at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday to watch Bryson DeChambeau play in South Korea in the unnamed who the hell knows who the hell cares tournament. Blasting the music, No, dude. Copy the PGA. Make it 3 rounds. That's fine. Get these guys going and just sign a contract with Fox. Get the coverage every Saturday, Sunday. If not on Fox, regular, FS1, FS2, FS12, whatever, as long as I can watch it at a normal time. Stop trying to focus on the world. There's a reason why you have the DP Golf Tour, the PGA Tour, and all these different tours. I think the DP Tour is fun. I'm a golf fan. I'm not watching the DP Tour at 2 a.m. unless I'm still up or up too early. But that's no way to run a league. That being said, I admire Rory for being honest and open with how he feels. He's not trying to make friends. He's been very, very open about his disdain for those who left. He turned down reportedly $800 million to $1 billion, which even to a Rory McIlroy is huge coin. And he's been very, very dead set on being loyal to the PGA and growing the PGA. And the bottom line is the existence of Live Golf has made the PGA Tour better. It's helped them sharpen up some of their rules. It's put them on their toes. It's gotten them new leadership. It's created a better environment between the players and the executives. It's gotten them more money, signature events, no-cut events. There's a lot of really good things Liv has pressured PGA to do, and I love it. I think when it's all said and done, the PGA Tour is a better tour because Liv Golf exists. And now you have the DeChambos and the Rahms, who are the 2 golden geese of that entire tour. They're really, you could argue, the only 2 that matter. Yeah, you could, Phil Mickelson's done. Sergio's done. Nobody cares about Martin Keimer. No offense to those guys. I'm just saying nobody's pining for Martin Keimer. Dustin Johnson, I don't even know. I guess I'd say he's still got some name recognition. I don't know if he's got the game. You see flashes of it. But where I don't like what the problem I have with Rory and what his stance is not because I think Rory is wrong or he's not being principled or because I even disagree with him in his position. I 1,000,000,000% know where Rory's coming from or feel where Rory's coming from, and I appreciate it and I respect it. But as a consumer, as a golf fan, as somebody who watches golf and enjoys golf and watches at least some of about every tournament every weekend during the season, I want Jon Rahm on the tour and I want Bryson DeChambeau on the tour. I want to see these. I want to know that when these guys are winning tournaments that they're winning against the best of the best each and every week. I don't want to have to wonder that. And Jon Rahm, I believe, was number 1 before Scheffler. It's not like he's just some dude. And Bryson DeChambeau is arguably the most marketable. Well, I don't even think it's arguably. He's more marketable than Scheffler, and Scheffler's been the number 1 guy forever. Bryson DeChambeau is probably the most marketable PGA golfer since Tiger Woods. He's nowhere near Tiger Woods, but he has a unique, whether you like him or not, he has a very good grasp at modern media and how it works. So I understand where Rory's coming from, but whatever we can do, already got Brooks Koepka back. I forgot about him because he's been back, but there's value there. Brooks, you're talking about a multi-time major winner and a guy with a little bit of an attitude too, speaking of Bryson DeChambeau. But I want them all back. And I honestly think it's in the best interest of the game. And should they pay a penalty? Yes, they should. I get that. Look, hey man, I've been watching this. I'm obsessed with Japanese medieval history, and I've been watching these documentaries on cable recently about all the shoguns and the Ieyasu and all these. Badasses from the 1415s and 1600s. I'm also very aware of when you went to battle in Japan and your clan fought that clan and you lost, you didn't have to pay no $5 million penalty and say sorry. What they did when they lost, nobody's asking them to do that.
Yeah, I learned a lot of that from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 when they get sent back in time to Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
That was in that committing a ritual. You know what? That was in.
It was alluded to.
Wow. Yeah, man. When you lost the battle in Japan in that era, dude, there wasn't no, all right, you lost, weapons down. That wasn't how it went. So, yeah, the John Rahm and Bryson and all that did it. Yeah, but you know what? Make them pay $10 million. They're not allowed to, they got to earn their way into the signature events. $10 million to charity each. That's $20 million. You don't have to drag these. They didn't murder anyone. You don't have to drag them through the mud and just be D-bags about it. Figure it out. We'll take a break. Who's hot? Who's not? We'll go streaking. And then we'll get to the 9 o'clock hour next.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded one new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Hi, how can I help?
Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager.
I see.
Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning?
Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better.
I feel better already.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joel Gott Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay, They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louis found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louis has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louis.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, Matt George, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
Rafael Flores Jr.
Rafael
That's my cousin's cousin.
Flores Jr.
Last night he came in, got a pinch hit home run, and a game-tying home run in the bottom in the ninth.
Bottom in the ninth.
He is the first player in Major League Baseball history to ever do that.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, look, when it's something good and you say you're the first player in Major League Baseball history to do something, that's a pretty big accomplishment. It really is. Because baseball's been around for a while now, I would say. I like when JR gets on the text line to prompt us to look at the phone line. Good morning, JR.
Good morning, David. Thank you for checking your messages.
Yes, no problem. Always am. How are you, Junior?
Good. I love this golf talk.
Oh, yeah.
And these rich people, it's so concerning that, these people who have never not been rich are concerned about a couple bucks here or there. And I like your... Right?
Well, okay, wait. So hold on. I'm trying to see if I get the snark here, or if there is snark present. You're making fun of the... Wait, hold on. Okay. Where are you coming from on this? Because I think I'm a little bit twisted.
Well, snark is my favorite.
Yes.
Muppet on the...
But remember the Smurfs take off the snarks?
The snarks.
Yeah.
They were green. They were green and tall. Wait,
very,
I
very
forgot
good.
The snark.
Exactly. All right. So.
Oh yeah, they were great.
They were great. I'm just saying that the million, billion, trillion for these guys who have always been rich.
Yeah.
Let's face it. You don't become a golfer unless you are a loaded family. Somebody. It just doesn't happen. Whether they played for Live or Live or Taylor or whoever. They have plenty of money. They're not going to be hurting. It's just going to get spread around in some different salt and sugar spices over the top of things.
Yeah, well, Cumin. Sorry, JR. I thought you were done. I apologize. Usually there's a tempo and a tenor to his calls.
And you usually try to get him out.
Because I know something's coming. This is also, he did kind of remind me when he said, I don't care, live, live, whatever. That's something that was always, just to kind of outline how stupid the whole thing is and was. And a lot of people kind of draw side. I'm no PGA loyal. I don't care. I just want to see good golf. Live PGA.
like when we're rooting for UEFA over FIFA. We know they're terrible, but they're not as bad.
Exactly. People, they draw these lines and it gets so clannish and cultish, and I don't get it. Like, dude, okay, I just want to see good golf. I got no crazy loyalties one way or the other, but I can recognize, for example, the Live Golf thing was just mismanaged from day one. And look, I'm going to say a real thing that this is just tiny little things in PR, but it's going to make me sound like I'm having fun with it, and I'm not, because it's a very serious thing. One of the biggest controversies about Live Golf, especially in the beginning, was where they were getting their funding from. Regardless of the side you're on, there was a lot of controversy about getting funding from the Saudi fund and who runs Saudi Arabia and this and that, whatever. Did you really need to go with Live as the name of your company? Which, by the way, nobody understood it anyways. LIV, what the hell is that? Roman numerals, dude? Just call it the International Golf League or Golf International or the World Golf Tour. Might be trademarked. Just stop trying to overthink it. You don't need music. You don't need shorts. You don't need carts. Just stop overthinking. And the CEO also got loose too. Here's Scott O'Neill, CEO of Live Golf, talking about it as well.
We have work to do. We have things we have to accomplish. There are hurdles we have to jump over. It's a very complex transaction we'll have to deliver. But, man, I wouldn't bet against us.
Scott, I don't know you. I've never met you, and I appreciate and respect that. Everything you just said is exactly what you had to say. You're the CEO and public-facing executive representative of Live Golf. That's what you have to say. You shouldn't say anything different. I am just here to tell you with absolutely no snark, no ill will, I will 100% bet against you. You guys, you are dead men walking. Live Golf will not survive. Anybody putting money into Live Golf right now is burning money. You'd be better off investing in the XFL or any of these other NFL competitors that are inevitably going to go belly up. The only thing I can think of is, because rich people know things we don't, is if somebody's investing in Live Golf and we go, like people like me on the surface go, why are you doing this? You're burning cash. But I don't know, maybe there's going to be some angle watch where the guy is investing, but really it gives him, it's going to be something stupid, Chris, like Fred Smith put in $100 million into Live Golf knowing it was going to fail. But it gave him access to all the data and information they had collected over the years, plus this or that trademark and blah, 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 worth $150 million. It's going to be something like that where they're not idiots. Certainly they see some of the stuff we do. But it's very much like, yes, dude, I will bet against you. I will bet everything I own, have owned, and will ever own. And the sad thing is, from their point of view, it probably could have figured things out. There was a path to success for Live Golf. Nobody's talking about Greg Norman anymore. Remember, it was Greg and Phil Mickelson that were the heads of all this.
They were talking about Phil Mickelson, but for some other reasons.
Yeah. I don't know if I hate all that about Phil Mickelson. That really does make me sad. And I'll explain, and then we'll get to streaking. I love Phil Mickelson, dude. Love Phil Mickelson. I have very hazy memories of him coming out of Arizona State and just seeing, first off, he's a lefty, and that was weird. And he is so talented. I've seen him break down. There's a video out there where he breaks down to David Feherty how he judges yardages. Now, here's what I do when I judge yardage. I go out, I use my little eye thingy, my little Callaway. I'm
attempting to dazzle
little radar thing, or I look at the golf cart if they have one of them, and it says 126. And then I figure out what club do I have that hits at 126, and I grab the club. This dude is like, well, you got to look at the wind. You got to look at where the wind's going. Also, what time of day is it? What's the dew point? We make sure that we have the full weather reports. Which way is the grass going? Is it going to release? I mean, he sat there for 10 minutes explaining which type of club he would grab depending on every single possible condition and how hard he would hit that club. What I mean to say when I say I love Phil Mickelson is I also love that he was a foil for Tiger Woods. He was the guy, he was like the modern day Greg Norman for a while that just couldn't get over the top. And then finally he broke through, and he was the best competition Tiger ever had. If you ever had Phil and Tiger in the top 5 of the leaderboard, it was must-see TV, and God forbid they were in the same final group on a Sunday. He was the perfect foil for Tiger Woods. I loved his sense of humor, his personality, his accessibility. Phil Mickelson was the other side of Tiger Woods for me growing up watching golf. And then it turned out he was just a complete anus.
He was a real-life Don Johnson from 10 Cup.
Dude, abso-freaking-lutely. And you know
ugly
what?
Dog.
Phil Mickelson may also be a guy, too, that people go, dude, I've hung around with Phil Mickelson. He's actually one of the nicest, most charitable, great. You can be... I firmly believe this. You can actually be a really good human being 95%. But you got to look at what that 5% bad human being is. And sometimes it only takes 1% of being a bad human being, depending on what that 1% is, and it clouds out the rest of it. And that's what Phil's done. I think Phil probably, for the most part, is a good guy. I think Phil is a fun guy. He's a guy you'd want to have a beer with.
You do not want to drink with Phil Mickelson.
I'm just being general. 75 to 80%, but it's that other 20%, the gambling, the way he behaves around certain people, and on and on and on. It's not just one or two things; it's a whole thing. It's just like, oh God, this guy's just a ween, and it's sad to me. It sucks that there's just so much there with Phil, and his legacy is going to be that he was just a douche. That sucks. We'll take a break. We'll hit top of the hour next. We're going to do a little bit of streaking right away, and then we're going to talk about something we hadn't had a chance to talk about yet. I'm going to finish these junior high school questions. We'll finish those today. That sounds weird out of context. Questions I got from a junior high kid. And then I want to talk about Bill Rasmussen, who passed away earlier this week at 93 years old. He was one of the founders of ESPN. And we're going to dovetail that into a conversation, not so much about Bill, but what Bill founded, where it's at, and what has become of ESPN. We'll do that next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible ported, no cash access, and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks and a member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. Yep. Get busy. From the text line. Carmichael Dave defending Saudis and Phil as a choice. I can see how, again, blatantly out of context, you would count that as me defending Phil Mickelson. Although, again, I don't know how many times during that segment I literally called him names, said he was not a great guy.
1% of the time.
I didn't say 1% either. Idiot. But where do we get Dave was defending Saudis? Did that happen? I don't think so. I should check some stuff I've saved up for you guys. I've got a new, fun Cal Raleigh stat for you. We talked yesterday about how bad he's been. How bad is it? Cal Raleigh has a lower average this season than a gentleman by the name of Pete Gray had for the 1945 St. Louis Browns.
Huh.
Well, that seems awfully random. Why would I bring that up? Well, Pete Gray had one arm. Cal Raleigh is average.
After he retired?
Nope, he had one arm while playing.
Oh.
Cal Raleigh is batting 157 this season. One-armed Pete Gray batted 218. Let me ask you a question. Which is the crazier stat? That 60 home run Cal Raleigh is batting 157 this year, Or that a dude with one arm batted .218 in 1945. I mean, imagine what kind of a year that was. I think that's the year World War II ended. World War II ends. You got a one-armed guy. Now, I'm only aware, up until about 5 minutes ago when I saw this, I'm only aware of one-armed guy in baseball history. That was Jim Abbott. Oh, Cal.
You switch the samples.
Hey, man, you got paid. Dude got paid. Let me go back to before. Oh, we gotta go streaking here. I don't want to forget that. By the way, I know.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking.
Let me ask you a question, Chris. This is an internal question, but every day, Jason, though on vacay with his family, Jason asks who we picked, or he gives us his pick and then asks who we picked. Why? Why does he want to know who we picked?
Because he's the one that keeps track of all the stats.
So he's going, oh, I got it. So even if he's not, because I was like, he's not going into the rundown, I don't think. Also, another internal question I have for you, Chris. I don't expect you to know the answer, but hey, why not? I woke up this morning and boy, was I scared. Not I ate beets last night and I forgot kind of scared, but similar. I went into the rundown, which is a shared Google Doc, and I'm staring at Matt and Kayla's rundown. You have any idea how that's possible? That has never happened before.
How'd you fix it?
I X'd out of their rundown after thoroughly reading through it and wondering if there was anything I could steal. I then X'd out of it and I went into our rundown. Matt George. But I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I don't want to screw them here. But like Matt George. I'm assuming that this is today's rundown because they're updated live. I don't think Matt nor Kayla would mind me pre-promoting the fact that coming up at 10:30, had the Nuggets title chances been destroyed by the second apron? I mean, I'm looking at, honestly, because how fun of a bit would this be? And I did spend 20 seconds on this, Chris. How fun of a bit would it have been if I had just copied and pasted the rundown into our show and then just done the whole, did not say a word, but I just did you wouldn't have known. No, nobody but them, and how long it would have taken them to realize.
I don't think that Matt would have known.
You don't think so?
I think he was just like, we had all of that the same way.
I think at some point, I'm going to ask them a crosstalk.
Me.
I think at some point. Let's see. Where would it have been? Oh, see, they're in there right now. It is. They're in the lunch break segment right now. I see them live. Okay, I think at some point, if I guess this would be around the equivalent of 10:30, if I had been previewing the AFC North, I think they would have figured it out. They did have one idea, though, I really, really like. I won't say it on the air. I don't want to blow up their system, but they actually have a little section of their rundown I kind of want to adopt for us. I'll ask them at Crosstalk. And then they come in at 10 a.m., and I just did their whole show for 4 hours. All right. How are we doing streaking-wise?
Well, Dave. You're at 0.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
And you took...
Hold on. I can only see on the top of the page you took Yordan Alvarez.
I did.
Okay, hold on. Did I take Henry Volte?
You did.
Yeah, okay. First, yeah, there you go. No problem.
And he got up, and he was 2 for 5 yesterday.
Henry Volte, bring.
I didn't take my Dan Alvarez.
Now you take your Dan Alvarez.
Your Dan Alvarez. Mm-hmm. He got up 4 times. He got a hit.
Isn't it Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, aren't you one of those people that you like whenever you say something Spanish, you always do the like extra pronunciation?
No, but it's fun to say your Dan.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, why can't it be your Don? Like, wasn't that the wrestler yesterday? Don Blister?
Callis.
Don Callis? You didn't say Dan.
He's not a wrestler. Wait, I said that like so many times.
What
yesterday.
is he?
He's a manager.
In wrestling.
Yes.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, Bobby Heenan was a wrestler?
Yeah.
Actually, he was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler, dude.
For a little bit.
I saw that dude get body slammed a couple times. Or would you call it Bobby slammed?
Bobby slammed.
Bobby slammed. All right, so Jordan
and
Alvarez.
Jason took his third Dodger.
Oh, wow. But I love L.A.
Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts went 3 for 5 with a home run yesterday.
Wow, those aren't boos. Those are moos. Does that work with Mookie? Yeah, moo. Mookie Betts would have been a great Giant. I still think.
Of course.
Would have been better than Devers.
He's a Dodger. Giants would have more Dodgers on the team.
All right. I'm going to turn around and take Jordan Alvarez today.
I'm going to take Yandy Diaz.
Since Jason's not here, you know what we should do? We should get a fill-in, Jason. We talked about this before. Even if Jason picks, you know who I think we should make a part of this? I think we should ask, why not get Richie involved? He's got nothing to do.
I will let you know. Richie will not want to get involved in that segment.
No, let's ask Richie. Let's get him. Let's get Richie to lay in every day. Why not? I think Richie, text me who you're picking today. Come on, Richie. It's your chance to support the show. Who are you picking? Inside jokes. They're so fun. Fun, inside jokes. All right, 1-800-920-1149, 1-633-911-40. I want to get to the Sac State. Can we get a Sac State person on tomorrow? I got to find a Sac State person. Maybe Coach Carter, maybe Dr. Luke, somebody. Because we really should talk about the Hornets. And I know when Jason comes back, voice of the Hornets, we definitely will be talking about it. Why not get him involved? I've been wanting to talk about them all week, and we just keep getting pushed around. By the way, I want to update you. In progress, Belle Reef Country Club, St. Louis, Missouri. Early on in the second round of these playoffs. How about Gary Woodland? Great story on the PGA Tour. He is out to an early 2-shot lead over 6 folks, including Justin Rose and Sahith Theegala. He is at 3 under through 7. Not a ton of folks teeing off as of yet. Ryan Fox, major winner, +3. Alex Fitzpatrick, who has been hitting the wall, +1. Still to come. Rory McIlroy, he will be teeing off in just over an hour. And then Scotty Scheffler teeing off in about 2 hours. So we'll keep an eye on that today and tomorrow. BMW Championship as they head towards East Lake and Atlanta next week to finish out the season. We're arguing now as to whether or not Jim Abbott had an arm. Campeo says Jim Abbott had a partial arm. Is that what we're doing? Okay, hand. Jeez. All right, Bill Rasmussen died. Most of you, unless you heard it this week, did not know who the hell Bill Rasmussen was. Bill Rasmussen was one of the founders of the ESPN, and I'm not going to try. I'm not that old. I do not remember. I do not remember 1979 and the founding of ESPN. What I do remember is getting cable in 6th grade, years and years after ESPN was founded. And I specifically remember they sent us the day we got cable. It was installed while I was at school. We got a sample, like a TV guide for the month, basically, I guess. But I remember looking at this ESPN, and I saw that like every other show was called SportsCenter. I was like, what the hell is Sports? I did not know what SportsCenter was. That is my first memory of ESPN. Then when I started reading about it, like, think about this. How old are you in 6th grade? I don't know, 10? What would that be? Okay, you're like 12. And like, hold on a second. There's a TV station that has sports on 24 hours a day. Like, are you kidding me? And not just like the sports I'm used to, but like I can watch like horseback, like bull riding in Cheyenne, Wyoming at 10 p.m. I can watch boxing, throwback boxing. I remember when ESPN started out, for those of you young heads, if you will, when ESPN started out, they didn't have the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA. That didn't happen, dude. They had like all the alternate sports. And then they would do, SportsCenter was really the center of the whole thing. Okay. And I just remember being absolutely mesmerized by the idea. It was so insanely cool. And they would run promos when they launched, just to give you an idea of how far back we're going. Here's an ESPN launch promo from 1979. Here we go.
Look us up and check us out, 'cause we're the one worth watching. Total sports and entertainment, we're the one worth watching. Yes, at a glance you'll recognize the fact that we do specialize. We're total sports and entertainment, everything we're seeing. Total sports, entertainment, we're the newest network. ESPN, everything we're seeing. Look us up and catch our eye.
You get the idea. And since you can't see it, unless you go on YouTube and watch, they're doing that song, which, hey, by the way, can we all agree? Great jingle, bring it back. That is so 70s, dude. That is so 70s. I guess somebody was smoking a Benson and Hedges and drinking a glass of Cuddy Sark while watching that with their shirt unbuttoned 3 ways and taco meat hanging out, wearing bell bottoms, getting ready to throw in their 8-track of the best of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, or the Doobie Brothers, sitting on their orange, brown, beige striped couch in their sunken living room, and boom, that comes on.
We're the one worth watching. Total sports and entertainment.
So they're playing this while they're showing everything from baseball, basketball, and football highlights to wrestling, and I mean like Greco-Roman. This is women's golf there. I don't know who that is.
But AWA was really big in ESPN.
In 1979?
Yeah, around that area.
Okay. That's what we were looking at, dude. But just the idea was crazy. And then you add SportsCenter at the epicenter of the whole thing. Here's what the early SportsCenter Open sounded like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a Star Wars-y.
I was going to say Tomorrowland.
Yeah. It was very sci-fi. The whole thing? Jeez. That's a whole Open. That sucked. So obviously they had some kinks to work out. Trying to see if I can find for you. What I'm really looking for is the actual.
Well.
What?
Well, actual.
I want to see the very. Okay, I think this is actually Bill Rasmussen on the very first episode, very first sign-on.
Now I will wax poetic because dusk is now beginning to drop over the beautiful Berkshire Mountains. And for sports fun and for sports fans, it is something brand new that's happening here at ESPN, because up there, as we have mentioned, in the sky, 23,000 miles away is that satellite. And it's there right now, and it's going to bring to the dishes that we showed you earlier on the program all the good efforts of athletes from around the world. In talking about good efforts, I would like to thank all the men and women who worked on this premiere show of the ESPN network for all that they did to make it a little bit easier for us. From football to soccer to baseball to basketball to tennis to track to golf, we will be with you covering it on ESPN.
I got to be honest, man. Will Ferrell has ruined the 70s broadcasting for me because I'm looking at Mr. Rasmussen, and all I'm thinking of is there's people smoking off camera. He probably had a glass before he went on.
And for the next few minutes, we're going to be telling you.
There we go. Here's a Sports Center Open from 1979. By the way, guys, what I'm doing here is I'm establishing what ESPN used to be.
Hello, I'm Jim Simpson. And for the next few minutes, we're going to be telling you all about ESPN, its concept, its physical plant, and what it can mean for you. ESPN was conceived as a total sports cable network. We cover sports, all kinds of sports, and because we have chosen to specialize, we're going to be the best source of sports information and events anywhere on your television dial.
You hit the post. They're showing a rocket launching
the development of
from a satellite.
Communication is the major reason why ESPN has grown from a futuristic programming concept into a broadcasting reality. A reality which can reach into millions of homes.
Okay, so you can tell they're as amazed. I mean, they're basically like they're like as amazed as everybody else. They're like, dude, we have a 24-hour window to talk about any sports we want, and it's going on this big satellite dish, and it's being beamed down from space, and then we're beaming it out to you guys, to your cable, and you're seeing this. It's like 2 a.m. right now in Bristol, freaking Connecticut. It is snowing outside, and I'm about to talk about horseback riding in Tennessee.
And kids, this is crazy to think about, but ESPN, the sports network, used to report on sports back then.
Yes.
Much like MTV, music television, used to play music.
Yes, they did. And Sports Center evolved, obviously, quite a bit. You heard the beginning of Sports Center, the theme that sounded like something out of Space Invaders, basically. Well, as it evolved, they started, understanding that, hey, you know what? This is becoming a thing where people are used to it, and now we've been around a little bit long, and kids have grown up to it, and they're attached to our personalities. Let's vamp things up a bit. Let's see. Let's make a theme. Now, of course, you don't have the VO on that voiceover, that is, but then it would develop into this. Oh, I found the perfect one, guys. Here we go. I don't know what the subject matter is, but
this is Sports Center. It's a Sunday full of showdowns. Some would come down to the bitter end. The NFL's top two rushers go head-to-head in Kansas City, while the Rams continue to battle adversity, and it's much worse than just 0-4. It's the NFL's top D versus the NFL's top O. So what gives? Forget Randy Moss's off-the-field distractions. How would he perform on the field?
2002, if you haven't figured it out.
An emotional Sunday at the Belfry. The United States unable to hold off Europe's final charge for the Ryder Cup. The clock is ticking for those sluggers striving for milestones.
Ooh,
and
the
these
Expos.
teams looking for the home field advantage. With Soak You with Sports Center now.
Oh, listen to the Open. I'm getting chills, dude. Bring it. Dan Patrick, Keith Olbermann. The Big Show. Oh, Stuart Scott.
Again, Sports Center about to drop bows on him with Dan Patrick and Stuart Scott.
Coming up on the program, we'll sort out the home field advantage.
Oh, my God. If you are of a certain age, dude, well, I guess that could be any age. If you're of a certain age, be it young, you're probably like, dude, who cares? These guys sound stupid. But if you're of a certain age and you just heard the sweet, sultry sounds of Dan Patrick and Stuart Scott, rest in peace, if you didn't get chills, man, hearing that late 90s, early 2000s Sports Center stinger, I don't know what to tell you, dude. And yeah, when we got a break here, we'll continue more of this tomorrow because on part 2 of this segment, we're going to go through the evolution of ESPN to date and talk about why we all love, as Chris did, and Chris did a very snarky yet accurate thing about, hey, kids, back in the day, ESPN used to actually talk about sports and have highlights and everything, just like that. And he's right. He's correct. But the part that is not being included is, whose fault is it? Is it the corporate executives? Is it the people being paid to tell you what people want, what they don't want, the consultants? Or is it our fault?
I'm going to go with the mouse.
Mickey?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be the conversation tomorrow because as much as I hate it, and I'm not saying it's your fault, my fault, or the guy in the car's fault, or the girl listening on the radio's fault, but I think ultimately businesses try to give the consumer what they want, and for some reason people just don't want that anymore. And that's the meat and potatoes of what I want to explore tomorrow. We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking. And no, just What's on Deck. What am I doing? And then Celebrity Birthdays, Crosstalk, Matt and Kayla, and more next.
The 49ers are headed to L.A. for a preseason matchup against the Chargers. With starters expected to hit the field for both teams, will this be the first real taste of football for Kyle Shanahan's squad? Hear all the action Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on your home for 49ers football. Sactown Sports 1140. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com. Or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard. October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo. With Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joel Gott Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts gets you back to savings. Pick up select Royal Purple fuel system additives. Buy one, get one free. Plus receive 4 times O Rewards points.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
We're talking to Chad Hoblet, a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for the Make This the Summer sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $20,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. 20,000 total net savings after dealer discount and factory incentives. Incentives may include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade, 1,000 business owner cash for verified businesses, 500 upfit military first responder bonus cash for eligible members. Incentives may not be combined with other offers or special APR programs. Excludes tax, title, and license fees. At least 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Dave is not in the room yet. We're going to talk about what's on deck. Hey,
I'm right here.
Oh.
I'm right here. You didn't turn my mic on. Jeez. Try to throw me under the bus. Actually, somebody just asked me, hey, have you been not getting my emails? And then I realized, I have to now check my work email separately. Boy, have I not been. I have not seen my emails. If anybody has emailed me at work anytime between now and July 29th, sorry. I'm checking.
Who are you telling that to?
Anyone from here, because I know the whole building listens.
They're not listening.
All right.
I'm shocked someone asked you if you've gotten their emails.
Well, it had to do with the client we're doing some stuff on. By the way, you may hear the new commercial that I'm doing today for hair, and
Matt George.
I was just informed during the break that the client very much liked the little jab I sent to Matt, and I went, oh.
If there are any prospective clients that want us to make fun of Matt George,
100%,
we are here for you.
Well, now I have kind of carte blanche, because now it's like, well, I can do so much better than that. And then I can just say, well, it's not me. It's the client.
Matt George.
We got NFL football sort of tonight. As, it's a great day for Bay Area sort of football fans. Well, future, or should I say past and present. The former Oakland Raiders, now in Vegas, take on the Texans down in Houston, Reliant Stadium. And then that's at 5 o'clock. The Niners, then, they're the second. It's a doubleheader. Only 2 teams, well, I guess 4 teams, but, playing tonight, both on the road. The Niners down in Southern California, SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California, right down the street from Cosm, where you can watch sporting events and other things. And it seems like you're really there. Niners versus
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
I'll tell you one thing, dude. It may not be I love L.A., but woof, I wish we had one of them Cosms up here. Oh, my God. You still haven't been, right?
No.
Oof, so fun. So cool, dude.
When I went down there, the only thing that they were showing...
Harry Potter?
No, The Matrix.
Oh, The Matrix. Okay, it's easy. They always have a movie running, because I get little email updates from them, because I signed up when I went down there. And there's always like a movie. They have some random stuff, dude. Like they had darts on the other day.
Oh, darts is huge.
It's not.
But do you really need a Cosm?
It's funny you say that, because basically the way Cosm works is you buy tickets to get in there, and then imagine how like Studio Movie Grill works. You buy your movie ticket, and then you buy your beer and this and that, and food, whatever you're going to do while you're there. They operate the same way, and they adjust the prices based on, it wouldn't surprise me, by the way, if they showed the Oasis documentary at Cosm. Would not surprise me if they did that. But World Cup stuff, like if it was selling out, and there were some, and I'm not talking about the USA, I'm talking about random World Cup games, and there'd be like 2 seats left starting at like $225 a piece. Like that, so I can't even imagine
That's
how.
a deal. That's $500 less than what you'd get at the game.
Yeah, hey, why not? But I don't know if that's going to work. I think maybe for some of those smaller events, they may just want to consider letting people in for either a nominal fee or nothing at all, and then just let them buy their beer and stuff. So you've got the Niners and the Raiders,
the Niners you can listen to right here on Sactown Sports.
No, I don't.
Pregame starting at 6.
Think that's correct.
Yeah.
I don't think that. No, that's.
Yeah.
They're on here on the radio.
Yeah,
at 6
p.m.
for half the game.
Full game.
No, all 4 quarters.
All 4 quarters.
What
and
post
game.
What about overtime? If there is, there won't be. It's preseason. But also thank you to the Niners for starting when they are, because I believe, will that allow Whitey and Allen to do a full show?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Giants morning baseball, 10:10 a.m. They start their series versus the Guardians. And then speaking of more day baseball, that's 2 days in a row. We've got a lot of day baseball. 11:10 a.m. The A's are in Kansas City. Probably had some good barbecue last night. And now they're off to grill the Royals. What do you want from me? And that is what's on deck. What else did I have for you guys today? A lot of thoughts on ESPN. Yeah, we're going to get into that quite a bit tomorrow. Dave, have you heard any recent news on Tiger Woods? I have not. I have not heard anything recently on Tiger other than, I don't know. He's recovering. I think, did he make an appearance at the Hero World Golf Challenge or something? I don't think he didn't play. I mean, honestly, I think the big thing with Tiger Woods was, Charlie was trying to do some things golf-wise. I don't know if Charlie's going to end up, I don't know if Charlie's going to end up being something or not. Well, I'm being a good professional golfer by being something. That's what I mean. Of course, he'll be something. Jason will rejoin us on Monday, but coming up tomorrow on the program, we got a lot of stuff for you. We'll wrap up on Friday, Big Sports Weekend coming up, and the preseason is underway in earnest. We've only got, 2-3 more weeks left, 2 weeks for college, and I believe 3 weeks for NFL. Huge fan of that. There's still a lot of storylines going on. Von Miller talking about signing with Dallas.
It answers itself. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I won a Super Bowl in Denver. We had 1 million people out there. We win a Super Bowl with the Rams. It wasn't as much. The parade, we were stopping at red lights and stuff. It's just we still won a Super Bowl, and it's still exciting. It's still dope, but it's just a different feel with those two organizations. If, I was with the Buffalo Bills and we ended up winning a Super Bowl, it would be a holiday in Orchard Park. It'd be a holiday in Buffalo. Like, everybody remember that. It'd be statues for everybody. That's just the type of organization that they have, the type of fans that they have. Dallas Cowboys fans are in that same type of stream. They're not the same. Bills Mafia, Cowboys Nation is totally different things. That's not what I'm saying. But the fans here are diehard fans, and if we're able to do that, if we're able to have a successful season and win the Super Bowl, like, it'd be a holiday in Dallas as well. Like, people love the Dallas Cowboys. They either love them or hate them, but at the end of the day, they all root for the Dallas Cowboys. And for us to be able to win a Super Bowl, it'd be crazy in Dallas. It'd be a holiday as well.
I think Vaughn is 100% correct about what he's saying, but I also think it's less about Dallas and Buffalo and more about the LA sports fan. And just how, look, are there diehard super fans of LA sports? Yes, they are. But my goodness, they've got to be the lowest grade of fan overall of any big city or small city sports fans out there. What else did I have for you? I had a couple other deals. Shedeur Sanders. We've been following the Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders quarterback battle in Cleveland just because that's interesting on a couple fronts. Here's Sanders on it.
I'll say every day of my life is important. Every day is important.
I wouldn't say it's a day that's not important. So that's just another day going out there doing what I got to do, honestly. I don't really feel anxiety or any pressure, even going into things like that anymore, because it's like that's how I approach everything. So, it's just another day of going to work, That's all it is for me.
An interesting note I picked up from a Washington Nationals blogger. Both Carlos Rendon and Steven Strasburg signed 7-year, $245 million deals after the Nationals won the title in 2019. They both expire this season. In the end, they will have combined to have missed 1,799 games out of a possible 2,064. That's $490 million for playing 12% of the games. Now, I imagine there were some injury and or retirement clauses in there that might have made that a little bit easier, but can you imagine? I mean, it's like what we talked about at the very beginning of the show, one of those questions, would you win a title right now if it meant your team was guaranteed not to win for another 25 years? You can look at the Nationals and those decisions they made then and go, oh my God. But ultimately, I think any of us would take that. I don't care. Hey, if the Kings win a title next year, they got to pass for me. I do not care. I mean, I care. I want them to do well. I'd like them to win another one. But, dude, remember this, because maybe, just maybe, I'll go back on it. But, boy, I'd love to find that out. I just got to think after a life of dealing with the Kings like so many of you, my goodness, would I like to figure that out. Let them win one, and then I don't know how I'd ever be mad at them again. We'll take a break. When we come back, Crosstalk, celebrity birthdays, and more next.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey there, it's Mark Hoffman and Tom Romano. We are the travel and entertainment guys, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark Hoffman.
If you travel, you've heard the warnings about hooking up to hotel, airport, and other Wi-Fi systems. By and large, we ignore the warnings and connect. Most of the time, things work fine. But increasingly, there are hazards. Hackers from Russia brag about recreating the home pages of several major hotel chains. Those fake login screens immediately siphon off your password and other critical information. You are toast. So what's the solution? Use your phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So easy, even I can do it. Your phone becomes a cell tower, and you are much, much safer. If you must use public Wi-Fi, don't access critical information like stocks and your bank account while connected.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler, Saturdays at 11 a.m., right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Toyota's national sales event is on now. Summer isn't over yet, and neither is your chance to explore California in a Toyota. Get 3.99% APR plus $500 finance cash on 2026 Tacoma SR5. Or get 2.99% APR on 2026 Tundra. Time's running out to take advantage of Toyota's national sales event before summer ends. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Cannot be combined with other offers. Cashback offer excludes Tundra TRD Pro. Ends 8/31/26.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's the energy all around you. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, Matt George, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Jason back Monday, taking a well-earned vacation on him. You know, I hate it when you do that. Taking a Kayla.
Testing.
There you go. Should what?
Should we do a check-in?
You know what? I have successfully not bugged him. Oh, yeah.
Red check-in.
Look at that.
The spray worked.
Kayla's dog. Oh, did you try the spray today?
Yeah, that's so I sprayed it on his
Bed?
little rug here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I sprayed it on his some of his toys.
Mm-hmm.
So he had one little howl incident this morning, but I figured out that my neighbors not below me that. But the ones across, they moved. So I think in the last 3 days, he's been hearing all of that stuff going on. And now, like, the maintenance workers working.
Yeah.
So I think he's hearing that
He's hearing
stuff
strange
too.
doggy sounds.
But he's better today. He must hear us in some capacity because he's
Do you have the
around.
mic on?
No, I don't. But
Oh.
sometimes the camera will.
Is the TV on YouTube on Sactown Sports?
No, it
Okay.
won't let it. If I do that and wait, it won't. It shuts down. Like it goes to like the
times out. and
Yeah,
goes to the
so I
next
put it
thing.
on Sports Center. It seems to be his best.
I'm telling you. Oh, so because he never responded to doggy television.
He
Oh, he
dude,
hates it.
he
That's
was
right.
up on. He was on the TV shelf.
Speaking of, he looks like he's
See?
something's exciting him. Something's going on.
All right, buddy, we're not gonna do that. Okay?
Yeah, we got to relax, pal.
Thank you.
More spray.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Honestly, I'm not for. Well, you probably wouldn't want your business out there, but what a great little sidebar while people are watching your YouTube show. If you could just have that on with you and Matt, and just
Dog
people,
cam.
Doggy cam.
people watch you guys. By the way, speaking of you guys,
What a diva.
you guys. You guys were talking about 1 year open segments. If you'd like, I can get in there, maybe help out with some segments and all that.
Oh, yeah, because you have access to our rundown.
So I was saying before you guys came in, I was saying, like, for some reason this morning I had full access to your rundown, and so of course I'm going to read it and like, oh well, that's good. Oh, I like that. I didn't.
Steal anything.
Unbeknownst to, or unlike, what is it? Contrary to popular belief, I don't share everything. So you guys, can I not talk about the specific stuff? Can I just talk about the title right there? Is that okay?
Where?
That's not like your business. The very bottom, the highlighted one.
Oh. Yeah.
I love that. Like we.
So
you guys have like a whole segment, a whole other doc underneath for
just of
like
garbage.
of
It's
stuff.
because like ideas come to your head, or we
Right.
don't use something one
Break
day.
glass when needed. I love that.
Is there some interesting stuff down there?
I know. I was like, Matt, we haven't even
think
actually
so.
dug into some of this in a minute.
I love your trivia ideas where you guys are getting trivia based on like your Michael Jackson.
We did yesterday.
You
It
did?
was
Okay.
really successful. And we did a bonus one.
You did.
Skincare.
Yeah, Kayla.
You're going to lose that one.
No, well, it
his
was just
mom
me
listened.
asking skincare questions to Kayla and then taking 35 minutes to
I
explain
like
each
that.
thing.
And you know what? And that's something that benefits the audience as well.
It did.
So I thought, hey, there was about a 30-second period this morning around 3:45 a.m. where I thought, how funny would it be if I didn't say anything to Chris or anyone, but I just literally did your show. Like I just copy pasted your whole rundown into my rundown, but not say a word and see if Chris noticed. Because I think if I got to, I can pre-promote your show, right? That's okay. If I got to the AFC West breakdown that you guys are doing later today, I think that would definitely make him suspicious. But if at any point you guys...
I think you following a rundown would
That's exactly. He'd be like, all right, what's going on here?
Why is this the most on-topic show ever, Dave?
Somebody said there's one of my, I won't say who, but one of the clients we have here wants to attach to one of our segments, one of our benchmarks.
Well, we've got plenty of them.
And then, the one they picked was leading off, and I was like, crap, I got to do leading off.
Matt
now.
George.
And Matt, breaking news on that.
Huh?
Play that again, please.
Matt George.
So that's a clip from the hair. Apparently, the client really liked that. So I'm just curious if I go on you even more, would you get mad at me, or would you be like, you know what?
So for the
Wait,
client,
I'm so confused.
So in order to sell this hair thing, which is awesome,
yes,
you want to talk about my receding hairline on the air?
It makes total sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
would make more sense if I were talking about it. But
hey, you know what?
You
Good Lord willing,
you live and you learn.
What I think you should do though is
please, go for it.
Do you get to use the products? Because when I had my endorsement,
yeah, just slide them across the table to your old pal. Matt.
I actually went in and used the products,
Yeah.
and I would sit under the red light laser, because women, they lose their hair around here when they're older.
Oh, I didn't know that. I literally didn't know.
But what I was gonna say is you can let Matt use the products.
Yeah.
I will say that
If they let you.
I do not know if I'm being furnished with any of the product.
You should.
But I can promise you, if I am, I will 100% share it with you.
I'll just tell him Carmichael Dave sent me.
You know what? Tell him Carmichael Dave sent you, and tell him Celebrity Birthdays. Brought to you by Baby Blue.
Anybody losing their hair in this one?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably, actually. People got older. Who were they?
Not me,
Christopher Lawn.
thankfully.
We're all getting older.
On this date, in what year did this happen?
I can't tell you how much I say from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very, very sorry.
Oh, no.
I pride myself and think of myself
no.
as a man of faith.
Oh, no.
As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run.
Yeah.
And so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game.
That's so hard to listen to.
So-
I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't his son now?
Well, that's what, Tom Brenneman, right?
Yeah.
And,
doesn't his son commentate?
I think so. Skip or whatever. It's probably a Skip. Bill.
Yeah.
Jim. That was in...
Cincinnati.
Yeah, but the year...
I know.
I think
it wasn't too far.
Good job.
2017?
Wasn't that
He's a Cincy.
Yeah, he's a Cincy
Reds.
guy. It might have been in Kansas City.
Got it.
Yeah, it was. Oh, no. It was in Kansas City because now I remember what he said.
When
that
he was doing it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said 2017.
I think it's actually like way sooner than that. 2018.
I thought it was like 2021.
Matt is closer. It
Yeah.
happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, it wasn't.
COVID.
It
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
too long ago.
It's fairly recent.
Happy birthday today to Fred Durst.
Just
I did it all for the nookie.
I guess we both. Limp Bizkit, dude.
No, I know, but I swear you said the F word there. But
No,
you
she
didn't.
said I did
Oh,
it.
no.
No, she said I did it all for the
I wasn't
nookie.
listening, and then I heard a K sound, and I
Why would you be
panicked.
listening to the segment that you're in?
Also, plus, it's only been 2 days since somebody's sworn on the show. We still have another day to go.
Did you
for that.
hear he then did it on our show?
No, what? No, that was you.
No. That you did you after I did it, the next day you did it on our show. It was a different word.
No, I'm only at one.
That's when you did it.
On Crosstalk.
No. Remember you
Well,
said
he did do it on Crosstalk.
No,
I can
you
vouch
did?
for that. Yeah.
Yes. that
Yes,
was
he
on
said
Crosstalk.
my eyes are up here, blank.
blank. And then the
person.
same day, you snuck an F word in under your breath because you forgot.
it didn't come out all the way.
No,
It's happening.
Fred
Fred
Durst.
Durst.
Fred Durst is 53.
55.
52.
Once again, Matt George is closer, 56.
Jeez.
Happy birthday to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Which one?
Tom Holland?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey
You
Maguire?
make that decision.
Edward, I'll say Tom Holland is 30.
Tobey Maguire is 46.
Toby is 44.
Call him Tugboat.
Kayla is closer in age because Andrew Garfield
Oh.
is 43
Oh.
today.
That's not Spider-Man. That's
It is.
the dude from Social Network.
None
He's
of us picked
mid
him.
Spider-Man.
He's Social
shut
Network
up.
Spider-Man.
Happy birthday, Kojo. Corey Joseph.
Oh, I thought you meant that,
Sacramento
that
the dog.
creepy dog.
Former
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings great.
Corey Joseph is 41. No, he's not. He's 37.
What are you doing?
I know.
Jeez
Dude,
Louise.
I'm tripping.
38.
He's 35.
We have a correct answer. Matt George shaking it all today.
Wow.
35.
Wow.
That's aging Kojo that way. Don't do that.
All right.
Wonderful guy.
Matt George, Kayla Anderson. It's the show everyone's talking